Before we kick things off tonight, I just want to take a moment and talk about why today matters. It is No King's Day, a day that reminds us power belongs to the people, not to one man, not to one family, and definitely not to anyone who tries to rule instead of serve. The No Kings protest, or as the world's come to know them, the No Dictators movement, started because people had enough. Enough of corruption, enough of lies, enough of watching our democracy get chipped away by ego and greed. This day is about standing up, speaking out, and refusing to bow to anyone because we don't do kings here. We do community, we do accountability, we do freedom. So, wherever you are in the streets, online, or right here in chat, raise your voice because No King's Day is about all of us. This is just my opinion. It is not reflective of anyone else on the stream. Let's get started. Welcome to another DragonLance Saga gaming episode. It is Thursday. It's not Thursday, it's Saturday. It is session 13 is what it is of our Dungeons & Dragons 2020. That's a lot of 20s. 24 heavily customized Tyranny of Dragons live play. It is Brock at Guildember the 18th. My name is Adam. I'd like to take a moment and thank all the DL Saga members for your amazing support. If you'd like to join the community, check out the links in the description. You can even pick up Dragonlance gaming materials using my affiliate links. And if you appreciate all the projects I produce, I've also started a Patreon where you can become a patron and help keep it all going. Every Dragonlance gaming episode, every one of these gaming episodes serves as a fundraiser for nonprofits who support our active duty service members and veterans. All donations go directly to those organizations. So let's get started. Last time, 3 months ago, on Tyranny of Dragons, the heroes returned to a pair of Black Antlers tavern in the morning to walk into a Legion of Steel indoctrination ceremony. They were all sworn into service by their acroatus, Leos and Erlinther. After reciting the legacy, these new Legion scouts were sent to find Akin Celebon in Deepdel. He was to assist them in finding work in the coming caravan that the cultists are believed to be on. They learned from Leosin that the Knights of Slamnia, the Legion of Steel, and even the Order of Shislev are beginning to work together to discover more of this cultist threat. They're to find out where the caravan and cultists are headed, and what the cult plans on doing with the treasure. The journey there was filled with misadventure. They came across priests of Morgian, who they aided. When they traversed the vast Vingard Mountains, they discovered a wounded Pegasus and healed it while defending it from a wandering ogre. While in Deepdale, they shared some local misadventure, paying off Leosin's debt to Akin, sharing a friendly rub with the constable from Akin, and enjoyed the local entertainment. Some of the party took up work to gain any information, while others kept their ear to the ground. Kithris was approached by a K-Pack named Crag, asked him to find him on the caravan and join up with the cultists. He doesn't want dragon spawn to rule and would prefer a Draconian leader. As the convoluted relationships of the world continue and the heroes become exposed to this myriad of connections, will they ever be able to work out who is actually in control and how to stop them, if the rumors are actually true? And that's where we pick up, right in Deepdel. What are you guys doing? Good to know. All right.
Having just spoken to Crag, Kithris is now kind of like slowly wandering back to where everyone else is. Because Crag has given him a lot to think about.
Okay.
I'm gonna meet up with my son and see him pondering upon things, I think. And is it really obvious when you're thinking hard, Kithris?
I mean, it's not quite like steam out of the ears. It's not Looney Tunes, but it's close. Like, you can see, like, he's normally a little more animated, but, like, in this moment, he's probably kind of pretty quiet, like, head down, just kind of wandering semi-aimlessly.
Okay, I'll go up to him and be like, "Hey, bud, what's up? You okay?"
Oh, hi, Mom.
Hi.
Yeah, no, we're fine. I think I found a way for us to get on the caravan.
That's amazing. Should we go tell everyone else?
Sure.
Awesome.
And he'll just kind of follow her lead.
Yeah, and we'll go back to everyone else. We'll find the nearest next person.
Okay. So I'm assuming is everyone else, Garrick's not here as of yet, but Gunnar, Boros, and Elowyn, are you guys just kind of kicking it in the inn for dinner, or what are you
No,
doing
I
at this
was
point?
actually just trying to look for anything that looks suspicious to try to piece this together with the dragon cult. Just keep an eye out for them. I thought I was with Chrysis at the time.
So Kithris, I think, was sort of pulled down an alley or something. Gunnar, I believe you had actually picked up a job, didn't you?
I don't know.
It's been a little while, but I believe that like a couple of you picked up jobs while the other ones didn't want to work at all, and you had to wait around a couple days before the actual caravan arrived.
That statement actually jogged a little bit of my memory. I'm still doing entertainment and listening or eavesdropping in.
Wasn't
to
I
the-
waitressing?
You might have been.
Yeah.
So I could say that you are Elowyn are in the same tavern that Boros is entertaining at. Gunnar, what you've noticed throughout your day of work, and as you've been let off and you've begun to earn your 5 silver pieces for a day's labor, there's a lot of talk about the coming merchant caravan and that it's going to be staged outside of this small little town because you just can't have that many massive heavy wagons tearing up the roads inside of this little town. It would just be too much. So it's going to all be staged outside, and then an influx of people are going to be coming into town, either picking up new wares, repairing any problems, or trying to sell some of their wares here as the caravan is going to continue on. But they're still waiting. It's like a day overdue. So that's what you've learned.
Okay.
Lehi and Kithris, you're aware that Boros and Elowyn are working the same tavern. You're not sure where Gunnar is at this moment, but Gunnar, you are aware of where Elowyn and Boros are working as well.
Okay, I think we'll go to the tavern then.
Okay. And Gunnar, what's your plan?
I'll probably do the same. I got a little information here, you know. I guess that's our meeting point is the bar. So
Well, the tavern could also just be the restaurant where you're going to eat, your meals and stuff. You don't have to get shit-faced and punch people.
yeah, it works.
It's always an
See how
option. Yeah. All right, so you all meet up at the tavern. You see Elowyn is actually waiting tables, and Elowyn, you see these 3 enter.
So if I see my friends, I immediately make eye contact with them and I just work my way towards them.
Okay, so Kithris and Lehi have just entered the tavern. You entered right after them. Elowyn, the bartender, who is also the proprietor of this tavern, sort of yells over, "New girl, go help the new guests!"
So do we just sit
Like
anywhere,
over.
or do we have to wait for the hostess? How does this work?
The little sign says "seat, please seat yourself."
Oh,
He talked to Elowyn that way, or
I'll
is he
guide you
talking
to someone.
to help Elowyn that way?
No, he was
Right
talking
this
to Elowyn.
way.
Oh, he is, huh?
Oh, nice.
So
Okay,
I come over and I
wow.
guide you to an empty table.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What are your specials for the evening?
All right, so just maybe some drinks. Can we just
I'm
start
new
with
here.
drinks? That's fine.
I'll get an ale.
Okay.
Mom,
One
can I
ale?
have an ale?
Ale around? Okay.
Two,
Let's all
two
around.
ales. Do you have your ID?
2.
You told me I didn't need to bring it.
Maybe I have
It's
it.
okay,
Oh,
I
yeah.
know you.
It's a fake. It doesn't matter.
That is also true.
Okay, so you
Okay,
go and
I'll go get
put in
the
their
drinks.
order?
Yes.
He's like, "What does that Draconian want over there? I didn't think there was any cultists in this area." You see a Draconian, you can guarantee they're with that weird old cult.
They're actually with me. I can vouch for them.
What do you mean they're with you? You're working here. You're not with them. You're my employee. And you better get these ales back to that table quickly. And make sure you remember the doggone special. It's goblin stew. I don't know why it's so
Goblin stew.
hard for you new people to remember.
Sorry about that. Goblin
Yeah.
stew. Got it. Okay. Carry the drinks back, and here you go. Here you go.
Wonderful.
Special's goblin
Oh.
stew.
No,
What's
I
up
looked
with the
at
owner? He was
Oh.
giving me some weird looks.
Don't worry about it.
Give me a
But the special
perception check,
goblin stew.
Kithris.
Can Lehigh also do that?
I have to remember how to roll dice. Hold on.
You pick them
Push
up,
the button.
you blow on them, and you throw them.
Oh, that's the part I've been missing. That's a big old 8.
Okay, so is that a fail? Your perception?
Probably.
Yeah. So you don't notice anything. Lehigh, yeah, you can give me a perception check if you want.
Wonderful. Oh, the first one, not the second one. 19?
So with the 19, you actually notice almost everyone in this tavern is sort of side-eyeing Kithris, trying to look like they're not looking at him. Having a Draconian walking around is not a normal thing, and certainly not in a small little town like this. So it is clearly, something people are going to be staring at. It doesn't make them the awkward ones. It makes the Draconian the awkward one. Gunnar, you had
Well,
said
luckily,
something?
he doesn't notice.
Yeah.
do I pick up on how he's talking to Elowyn?
Oh, yeah, he's not hiding it.
What type of person is he? What does he look like?
Well, he's seen better days. It looks like he's been tending this bar for, if not the majority of his life, then his entire life. He's rotund, greasy, oily skin. His hair is oily, sort of matted backward. Every once in a while, you'll see some of it fly down his face, and he whips his head back to get it back. Dressed in dirty, common clothes. He looks like the typical inn proprietor.
So I asked Ellen to have a seat and give me your apron and your whatever you have, your dish that you're holding the beers with, and I'll be right back.
Oh, please don't get me fired.
Don't worry, I'll cover it.
Do you
I don't
sit down
think
and give him
he's
everything?
getting you fired.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious too.
Okay. Gunnar?
All right, so I work my way back because I don't like how he's treating my friend.
Mhm.
And
So you go to the bar?
I have the apron on now, and I have her empty platter that she was carrying the food with.
Right.
And does he see me yet as I'm walking towards him?
Not quite yet. He's dealing with some of the people, probably locals, right at the front of the bar itself. He turns and sees you. He's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
I grab him by the cuff of right here, and let's go have a talk. And I drag his ass into the back of the bar.
So give me a D20 roll.
You
Let's
got
roll
it.
initiative. You see everyone in the bar jumping up as you reach out toward this guy.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I don't like how he treats my friends. What do I roll? And it just a normal strength check, or
No, well, first let's do initiative, and then
It's going to be
we'll do
right next to the armor and all the skills.
got it?
I'm just gonna go to any.
Do I roll 2 though for this because of I have a feat that allows me to roll twice, I believe.
You could check feats underneath the features and traits tab.
Yeah.
On the 4th tab, which is feats, you could check all the feats that you have.
Oh, okay. So it's a alert, initiative proficiency, initiative swap. Immediately after you roll initiative, you can swap out your initiative with the initiative of another willing ally of the same combat. Initiative proficiency. When you roll initiative, you add a +2. Okay, so if I rolled an 8, I think it already did that for me, Adam. So I think I got a 10?
You rolled a 12.
Yeah,
Okay.
you rolled a 12.
So that's what it does.
All right. So as you move to assault this guy, you rolled a 12. He has, I'm just going to do auto initiative for them and start combat. So he is commoner B. Do you see this map?
Yes, we do.
Oh, wait. Under the game log, it pops up. Let me
Yeah.
move my mouse.
So
Actually,
pretend this is the inside of an inn. You're going up. This is the side of the bar where commoner D, F, G, and C is. Other N people are sitting at tables, and then of course everyone else is, somewhere else in this massive group area. So we'll let Elowyn.
Oh, you're not sharing your screen. Well, you are sharing your screen, but I don't see the game session as.
On your character sheet
So-
where you'll see like short rest, long rest, campaign, there's a little play button. Click that and it'll
Click it
launch
again.
it for you.
Got it. Launch game. Okay, now it's up.
All right. So you reach out to grab him. He has initiative. He's going to take a couple steps back from you. So you have a bar in front of him. We're going to say there's a table here. There's a table here. These guys are sitting at the bar, just sort of mocking this up here. So as you move toward him, he's like backs up. He's like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" And all the commoners stand up. He's like, "I think you and your friends need to leave this bar immediately and tell your little shitty, uglier than you, dwarven shit not worth a damn barmaid that she's fired too."
Can I put a loogie?
So that's
can I
his
shoot
turn.
a loogie down his throat.
Well, so that's what he did. The other commoners all stand up and they're getting ready to move in. It's your turn. So if you want to spit on him, if you want to do whatever, that's you.
No. You need an attitude adjustment, and then you also need to start treating people better here. Your actions are toxic, and you don't want to mess with a guy like me because I can take this bar with single-handed. So we'll go ahead and walk. But next time if I see you address my friend like this way, that's going to be a different story.
Give me an intimidation check.
Be happy to. Find it. Darn it. It's been a while. Intimidation. You said intimidation?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Rolling. Come on.
I
Oh,
just had something go wrong. What was
10.
it?
So
My whole
I didn't
screen just went black. What the crap?
I can see it now.
Okay. So you got a 10?
Something going wrong during our live stream? That never happens.
Yeah, seriously. So you can see he's clearly intimidated by you, and he's just, all right, fine, just get out of here. You guys aren't welcome here anymore.
Is there anybody eating that stood up? That looked like they were having aggressive
At the
posture?
bar right here, they're all drinking. At the other big table, I mean, there's food there, yeah.
Okay, but was there anybody that got up at the bar that was showing like they were going to protect him or like?
Well, all of the people on the map right now that say commoner, they all got up.
Okay, were they showing that they wanted to be on the bartender side? In other words, as they got up,
You're an outsider who came in and made motion to threaten a local. So the locals all stood up in their defense.
Okay, so I guess is everybody else going to go ahead and walk on out at this point, or the rest of the group?
Yeah.
I think that would be best.
Okay, so I'll be the
Yeah,
last
then
one that goes
So
out.
I-
And as I walk out, I look at one of the commoners that stood up. I grab his food by my hand, eat it, and then I just toss the plate and just walk off. And I just kind of just eyeball him the whole time. I mad dog him and walk out.
Okay.
Like, what are you gonna do?
So you see, after you guys walk outside of the bar, a little boy runs up the road from the back door.
Okay, alrighty. So sorry, guys.
I'm gonna,
I don't think she should have been treated that way after what we've all been through. So it's just me just standing up for friends. That's all.
Understandable.
Thank you for that. Glad
Young
it
man,
didn't, glad
why
it
are you
didn't turn
running?
into something worse.
What was that, Gabriel?
I'm gonna walk in front of the child running.
Oh, no. He ran from another door on like the side of the inn. You guys just saw him running down the street.
Oh. Never mind.
Okay. So now that you're
Is it kind of
outside,
clear what his intentions are?
other than running away from the inn, no.
Okay. So now that we're all kicked out of the inn, probably indefinitely, what do y'all want to do now?
I think
Well,
we should...
Well,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I found a way for us to get on the caravan. It sounds like they're recruiting people. There's a bunch of Draconians that are kind of waiting. I don't know where, but they said that I could be with them. It seems like nobody likes the Draconians, so maybe I can ride with them and you guys can ride with everybody else that's not Draconian. And I think
Okay.
it's going to be on the
Okay.
outside of town. I don't know where.
So yeah, I got the same message too as I was picking up on as well, that there's something big going to be happening here, a caravan of some sort that's coming through. So we should just wait and just probably just work our way in with the crowd and just be a part of them.
And has anybody seen Henry since he ran back to that casino or whatever? Is he just
he said he met a girl.
No.
is
As
that the
most
thing that
stories
you
go.
said you were going to explain to me later, Mom?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Ugh. Yeah.
You will learn one day, Kithris.
And it's now, so some people pay. No.
Well, I guess he's busy, so we'll just go.
So what's your plan? Where are you going to stay tonight?
Did we
You
get
guys
an
want to stay in
indication?
my little wood hut?
I was gonna say, did we
I
get
thought
any
before-
indication from, did I get from Craig or did anybody else get where this caravan was going to be on the outskirts of town?
No, just that it was out there. And Gunnar was the one that got that information.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to have to try to fix this while we have someone bouncing out. So what do you get? What's your plan?
Did we just leave the Pair of Black Antlers Tavern?
No, Pair of Black Antlers
that was-
Tavern was in Slantis.
Atlantis.
Not
Maybe
This
we
was
could.
an unnamed tavern, I think.
find a
I believe it was Black Antler, but
that's Atlantis.
for the time being, until the caravan arrives, we could probably lay low at Atkins' warehouse.
Okay.
sounds good.
They got
So
cool
you
stuff
go
there?
to the warehouse and it's closed right now.
Mom, where was the tree that you were sleeping under? We'll just go back there. It's fine.
Yeah, it's right over there.
Sorry, I'm still trying to fix the camera issue, and now we'll change it back to here. All right, let's try. If you need to close the camera, can you cover it or something so that it doesn't jumble all the...
I'll just put mute. I'll just step
okay.
away so I don't screw you up. Sorry, man.
Appreciate it. It's all good. All right, so you guys are moving it to the outskirts of town in order to crash, clearly not feeling very welcome. As you're starting to leave into the wilderness outside of the edge of town, you actually see what looks like about 12 or 13 constable men, followed by the sheriff walking toward the tavern.
Gross. Hide and watch.
Well, as you leave, I mean, you just see them walking down the street toward the tavern is all. It's not like you have this clear view to the tavern itself.
Do you guys want to go see what's gonna happen? That looks like it's gonna be interesting.
Give me a
We're
give me a
angry about
wisdom
us.
check
No.
or perception check or something.
I'd like to go the opposite direction.
Who
Yeah,
was it that was
everyone who
with-
rolled so far, you can tell that this is meant for you, not for the tavern people.
Oh,
Yeah,
we should
we
go.
should not. We should not go to that.
We
That
should.
would
Wasn't it?
not. That would
We-
honestly not be wise.
Who was it that was with? Because I remember I was covering for Henry when they met the constable, and who was not a nice dude, and they did not get along well. Who else was with Henry at that point? Somebody else was with him.
Gunnar
But
was
yeah,
there.
it was.
I
Oh, yeah, it was Gunnar. Because I just remember when I was playing Henry that it was not. They didn't get along well.
So
So-
that's who I was with then. I knew I was with somebody.
You were with Henry.
Okay.
And that's when he got mad and said, "I'm going back to the brothel, casino, whatever it was."
Yeah, he's disappeared in a loving hole. And all that implies. All right, so you guys are outside of town. Do you plan on just staying the whole night out here?
I mean, I got a fire and marshmallows and a bunch of places.
You got any
to
chocolate?
Sleeping? What's
I
that?
was gonna say for Kithris, I think
What's-
him and
it's chocolate.
Lehigh probably spend a lot of time outside,
Actually, is
sleeping under the
chocolate
stars.
D&D?
Yeah. All right, well, if you guys aren't going to do anything, then the night goes uneventful. It's lightly raining, just sort of like spitting from the sky. The sky's overcast. The smell of soil and a little bit of fungal notes are coming up from the forest and just sort of pervading your senses as you can see that what would have been this massive dust cloud from this tavern has actually been pushed down by this coming sour weather, and this incredibly large caravan of what looks like about 7 different massive wagons led by teams of horses, tons of people wandering around next to it, on foot and on horseback, some of them in hand-pulled carts being pulled behind them. All sorts of manner of people from all walks of life are all in this massive cacophony that is sort of just slowly staging. And it takes almost 2 hours for the entirety of the caravan to move in and stop. And then you can see some people like rushing up to it and unloading some crates. And there's just a whole lot of activity happening around there. Garrick, this is where you enter the town. You've been a part of this wagon train, this caravan, since it left Cairgoth. And you're just now arriving in Deepdel. And this is not quite a one-horse town, but it's a pretty small town compared to the massive city of Cairgoth, the port city of Cairgoth. And it's, again, not even the smallest town that you've stopped along this very, very long route. But each day of traveling, they're only going for like 15 miles, basically. You know, traveling for like 8 hours very slowly, stopping every hour or so to rest the people and animals. And the caravan is all moving together. There's just safety in numbers and stuff. So this has been a very long trip for you. You haven't really learned anything that you have been looking to learn other than someone in this caravan should know something about this cult. You were given information through this magical means. You were resting at a tavern at the last stop on the road. There's just this sort of like, you know, roadside tavern that you guys were just sort of taking a respite in. And you had gotten this sort of mental image of this group of individuals comprised of a Kender, Tiefling, human, dwarf, and a Draconian of all crazy things, an Aurak Draconian. And it just, this message that came through with this image that just sort of pervaded your mind was that these are contacts you're supposed to meet up with in Deepdel.
Okay, so he'll probably just get off the train as we're resting and start having a look around, go to the usual spots, maybe the tavern, you know, just have a look around the area for where people buy equipment, like the general store, those
Yeah.
sorts of things.
Okay. So as you're
Start
wandering
asking
around,
around.
you can tell just the sheer numbers of people from the caravan are making this a very, very busy commercial atmosphere. People are buying and selling and trying to get there. You actually see palanthers, the big like people on either side of this shrouded sort of box where people sit inside of it to maintain their autonomy and secrecy. But it's actually kind of common in this area where people are just walking these dignitaries and individuals of note with drawn curtains on either side of this box they're being carted around the town in. But it's just turned from this, what's clearly a very small little village, into this bustling hive of activity. And so it's a little bit challenging for you to find anyone in the crowd. You're seeing all sorts of different races and types of people being represented. And as you're looking around, give me a perception check.
Okay.
So on the character sheet, yeah.
Yeah, it's 12.
All right. So you're not really able to locate them immediately, but you're in active search of the town to find this group that you're supposed to be meeting up with. So
Okay, well,
oh, go ahead.
yeah, no, well, I'll send off. He's got a little owl that he has on his shoulder as familiar, so he'll send his owl up to have a look around, and then if he can't instantly see them, and he'll take a sort of a bead by the side of the caravan and just sort of sit down and let the owl have a look and see what he can see, just sort of sweeping through the street.
Right.
His quicker way of tracking.
Okay. So the atmosphere is pretty grim looking. The roads are starting to get a little bit muddy with the sort of pitter patter of rain. The wind is slowly starting to pick up. You can tell that whenever this caravan decides to start moving again, it's going to be in inclement weather. The sights and smells, the sour sort of ale stench is pervasive inside the town limits. Just people moving about. You're getting this incredible BO smell of people needing to shower, having been on the road for days. It's just not a very pleasant environment to be in. So maybe staying outside on the outskirts is probably a good idea for you. So for everyone else, as you guys are waking up and you see this massive caravan slowly moving in, what are you guys doing?
Hey, Mom. I think that's where we're supposed to be joining people.
I think so too, and it also looks like they have a bunch of stuff. You want to go shopping?
Do I need new clothes? I thought you said these clothes were fine. What are we doing?
You might have some
Might just
unique
look
new
around,
stuff.
Okay.
see what people have in their pockets.
Oh, that kind of shopping, right? Yeah. No, perfect. Let's do it.
Okay.
I will follow Lehigh
Good boy.
to wherever we're doing here.
So just so I understand what you're doing, you're walking toward the caravan and just picking pockets?
I mean, don't make it sound so like it's such a bad plan.
Well, it's a
She's
bad
shopping-
plan if you're
she's
intentionally doing it because
shopping
that's called
around
thieving
for
and
a
you're a
target.
good druid. So that's what I'm trying to get at.
No.
You're a kender, so you handle
No.
things, but intention is a totally different thing.
I'm not.
I
We're
think
not gonna.
she wants to see
it's-
what's lying around.
There's.
What
it looked
somebody
like
might
people
have
were buying and
abandoned.
trading stuff. Right?
If you're
Let's go
intentionally
see what's
trying
around.
to steal from people, then we
I
have
don't
to
want to
roleplay that out.
pickpocket from anyone.
Okay.
No.
If they put it down, they abandoned it.
I'm just
Just kidding.
curious of all the new people coming into town.
Right. Okay,
Just
so you
wanna
guys
see
start
what's
moving
up.
in. The owl is clearly picking up this group that is coming in from the outskirts of town, Garrick, and sort of communicating that to you.
Okay, well, I'll call him back and start to make my way towards them. Well, actually, no, he'll probably just watch them to begin with and see where they're going. That's more his style. So, yeah, he'll just watch sort of in the crowd of people just to see where they're heading,
Well, they're
to see if they
clearly
really are the one, or they'll see if they're being followed.
okay. Give me a perception check.
That's a 26, natural 20.
Ooh. Yeah, actually, as they're slowly walking toward the caravan, it passes the main street down, I don't know, a block and a half. You can actually see a little boy running off again from one of the taverns, racing through the crowd, heading toward the constable's office. And as they are coming into town and actually getting solidly into town, crossing town to get over to where the staging is for the caravan, you can see the constable walking out behind them as they're moving toward it. They haven't spotted him yet, but he's clearly walking directly toward them. It's just him.
Okay, well, I'm going to try and head them off, like try and get to them quick.
Okay. So
Because if they're my contact, yeah.
describe yourself. Everyone else, you see this individual rapidly approaching you.
Okay, so he stands about 6 feet tall. He's lean, wiry. He wears a steel breastplate, which is battered but meticulously maintained. He has a short sword on one hip, a scimitar on the other, a leather bandolier across his chest with a little dagger on it, and a set of manacles, which but obviously point him out as some sort of bounty hunter. He has a heavy crossbow on his back, a crossbow pistol on one thigh, and some bolts on the other. He wears a broad-brimmed hat, sharp green eyes, and red hair. And he has scars all over his face. Yeah, and he has a look of a cold precision about him. So yeah, that's Garrick
And he's walking straight toward you guys.
walking straight at them.
Hey, Mom, do you think this guy's like the recruiter for the caravan?
I don't know,
Repetition's
but
your
he's
friend.
handsome.
You
Are
need
you
to
with the
move.
caravan by any chance?
I think he's the guy that punched our ticket to get on the caravan.
You guys need to move. You've got the law on you.
What? Oh, it's that dude again.
Are you talking about the little child that likes running to
It's
the
not a good place
constables?
just to stand there and talk. We need to get you out of sight. I'm here
Okay,
to
let's
meet
follow.
you.
Yeah.
I would agree with you. That is not a very bad idea.
I don't want to get arrested.
Do you lead them somewhere, or
Yeah,
what's the...
yeah, I'll lead them to the sort of the back side of the caravan. Do I know that they're supposed to be getting onto the caravan, or am I just here to meet them?
All you know is that you're supposed to meet up with them.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, I'll lead them as sort of to put the caravan sort of
Right.
between the caravan procession between us and the street that guy is on.
You can see that the
Or
constable's looking around, trying to locate as you've moved them off the massive crowd all around this area. So it's really hard to nail any one individual down, let alone this group of people who are now sort of out of the way. And as you move them back to the back of the caravan, you can see that the constable sort of like gives up in this area and walks down in another area down the main street.
I was told
So
I was
you-
here to meet you.
Okay, who sent you?
You know
Are you the
by-
recruiter for the cult? Or
How do you know
caravan?
it's us?
No, not for the cult.
By
They're
any
all
chance, are
members
you
of-
trying to stop the cult?
Should really we be talking so openly on the street about it?
Okay, let's get into a cove.
I do believe there's enough commotion going around to mask this conversation with all the chattering of the village.
As you look
I'm-
around, as you say that, you can see that there are people watching you. This is a odd group of people to be like clumped together at like an end of a caravan. Most of the other like Kender are usually like shoot away from anything, so they're not usually around. Dwarves don't typically hang around. Draconians and barbarians and tieflings are just an odd thing. Anyway, your skin color, what does it look like right now, Boros?
It is currently yellow for interest.
So
Or intrigue.
yellow colored individuals are definitely standing out.
But I do have my cloak on, or well, my cloak hood.
Okay.
Yellow for interest?
I don't know. That was the first thing that popped up in my. That's the first thing that I could think of.
DM question
Yeah.
above game. Did we, when we were inducted into the Legion of Steel, were we given some sort of is there like a a secret handshake or something that Kithris could like attempt with Garrick to see because he said he was sent here, or so is there some code word?
We have a star
secret
pendant.
high five.
No, but we do have a, like what Elowyn said, a star pendant.
Star pendant.
Were we each given one, or was it just one person?
You have to share it. No, yeah. You each have sort of a hanging medallion that you, I would imagine, keep tucked.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Guy,
Got
I'm
it.
Kithris.
my
What's
name.
your name?
Garrick.
Garrick. Okay. Who was it that sent you to find us?
That's for a conversation behind closed doors, don't you think?
Do you guys want to head back over to Atkins' place, see if he's open?
Is that the...
It's probably the only place I
That's
think
the-
that we're going to be welcome in town.
Probably, let's try.
No harm in trying.
Maybe
How
keep an
far
eye out.
away is Atkins Accessories?
Yeah, you can. I mean, you're going to have to move through a crowd, so it's going to take you a little bit longer than it normally would, but you're like 15 minutes away from it.
All right, so I think
Oh.
Kithris would pull up his hood and be like, "Okay,
Let's be calm and quiet about it and see if we can sneak through town, because I don't think that sheriff guy likes us."
I don't believe a lot of people in this town like us.
I
my
don't
friend.
think anyone in this town likes us, so...
I've yet to
Maybe
meet
it's because
anybody
you guys
anywhere who's
physically
really a big
threaten
fan.
everyone. Maybe that might have something to do with it.
Eh.
I
we
have
should
yet to
start
threaten a
emotionally
person.
threatening them.
Okay.
I
So
have seduced people, but not threatened.
you guys walk toward the warehouse and you get there, and there's one of those palantirs sitting out with 7 guards, clearly bodyguards of whomever of import is within it. And one of them is talking with Acklin outside. It looks like they're clearly haggling over prices or supplies or something.
Is there kind of a side street or alley where we could kind of duck into while this conversation happens and like give them a minute to wait for him to be done so we can go inside?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then yeah, I think Kithris
Right.
would start heading that way and like motion everybody to follow him.
Well, I guess once he's done doing his businessy stuff, we can go inside.
Okay.
Is the alleyway close enough to eavesdrop onto their conversation?
No, with the amount of people and the fact that you're not near them, no, not at all. There's just a lot of traffic, a lot of conversations, a lot of horse whinnying and clip clopping, and just the whole. It's just this crazy cacophony of sound at this moment as this town just like tripled in size for the day. So as you are moving through, Acklin actually spies Gunnar and he like waves you over. And he's like, "Hey, come here." Because I think you were working with him in the warehouse.
And who's waving me over? Garrick or
No, Acklin is the warehouse owner.
he waves me over?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, my wife just came home with food. The dogs are excited. You can hear that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'll okay. I kind of oh hey, and I'll
So as you're moving up, you hear him like, "I've got a really strong lad right here, and he's gonna do his best to help you out with providing all the provisions you're looking for." He's like, "Hey, I need you to go collect 5 wagons, and I need you to collect some extra wagon wheels. We need to make sure that these people are taken care of. They need some provisions. They're going to be headed up north along the wagon train. I know you've come here to be looking to join that." But first, I'd love it if you could finish this little job out and, just go get them one at a time and get them all staged. And these gentlemen here, they've already paid for everything, so they'll take it as you bring it. Sound good?
all right. Sounds good.
Thank you so much. He's like, he's going to take care of you, and he wanders off to go help someone else. And so they're just standing there, these cloaks over. They're like, "Please, if you could hurry, we'd appreciate it."
Okay.
As you go about and you start collecting things and you're moving these massive wagons out to be staged up, they start hitching up horses to them and moving them out, and you start loading up a bunch of supplies that they ordered and stuff. So as that's happening, Ackland moves further on into the warehouse. He seems to be talking with other people. Everyone else, you see Gunnar go and help, and he's actively like moving supplies around. What are you all doing?
If
While
Ackland is-
that's
oh,
going all about, I'm gonna walk over to Ackland and ask him if we could borrow an empty room so that we could have a conversation with a benefactor.
I really only have my office. If you want to borrow that for a moment, how long do you need?
Nothing more than maybe 3 minutes.
Oh.
At most.
Why don't you just talk anywhere? Hey, who cares?
It's in regards to private matters that.
All right, but don't
Probably should
take
not be
anything,
her-
and you keep that Kender's hands in her pockets.
I swear I'll make sure of it.
Thank you.
Kithrish just picks her up and like puts her on his shoulder.
No touching, Mom.
I wasn't going to touch
Like
your
you said-
mom. What do you mean?
Not you. I'm telling Mom to not touch other stuff.
Oh, that makes more sense.
I'm just gonna keep
Yeah.
my hands up here where everyone can see them at all times.
Dear
It just
friend,
looks like the
would
best
you
carnival ride
be-
ever. She's like, wee.
Could you point in the direction of which your office is located?
Yeah, he shows you. It's just around the corner.
Thank you.
You have to walk
Ladies
up some
and gentlemen,
steps,
if
and it
you-
sort of overlooks the entire warehouse floor.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please follow me into this room.
We'll
Very
follow upstairs.
formal.
Please keep your arms and legs inside.
Well, I
with
don't
you for a
know.
moment.
He's spent the
As of
last
this
few
moment,
days
I-
like
In-flight
performing,
meal
so
provided
he's
about
still turned
halfway
on.
through.
I'm still in performer mode. Besides, my character has yet to get a grasp of what Garrick's personality is like yet.
Gotcha. Okay. So you guys go up into the office.
All right, you wanted a quiet place to talk? This is going to be the closest you're going to get.
Well, I was told to come and meet you.
By any chance, do you know by who?
The Legion.
Oh, quite convenient.
Legion of Steel or Legion of Boom? Seattle Seahawks defense.
Hawks! What's
Um,
up?
Kithris will like pull out his medallion and be like,
These guys?
and tuck it back in.
Yeah, those guys.
Okay, where's yours then?
I am a covert operative. It's generally not a good idea to keep it on you.
It's not like I have a safety deposit box, but whatever. Anyway, it's fine. You found us. Why were you looking for us?
I don't know. I don't know what you guys have been charged with. I was in the town down and asked to come this way.
Mostly
So I'm here.
safety. That's my charge.
Current job is to
What about
gather
yours?
information on the cult and pass information back to the Legion in regards to what the cult's plans are.
Right. So that sounds
You
like
came
my
in on
sort
the
of work.
caravan?
Aye. I just
I
got
guess
past
it
it.
sounds like we need to get that and follow them the rest of the way wherever they're going. Can you get us a job?
So you
Well,
know
just
that
Elowyn got
there's
fired yesterday.
there's about 3 other merchants and a bunch of other like wagon train members that you haven't really had any chance to talk to, and they sort of keep to themselves. But there are 3 active merchant wagons that are regularly looking for, like, if not bodyguards, then just people to help make sure that, you know, if there's any maintenance that needs to be done, that they're there to take care of it. Basically, hired hands, part of the wagon train itself. So you know
Yeah.
of a couple people that you could introduce them to.
There's a couple that might be looking for guards or porters.
That is
Well,
perfect.
do you think they would take everybody in the group?
There's 3 merchants looking for it. The odds on they'd always need someone.
Merchants don't really love me. We'll try though.
I could put you in my backpack. You're pretty small enough. But I think we can
That'd be a good idea.
I smile as I say that. I think we use Garrick here. He was sent here for a reason, and it gives us an opportunity to get onto this caravan without much notice. And then I've also been helping out these other guys too as well, putting together this caravan. So I think we would blend in fairly well, providing nobody makes any unwanted attention here. That work is going to cause us to stand out. So I think we should probably just use Garrick. Let's get on this caravan and find out what's going on here at this point, and just lay low until we have an opportunity to strike.
Sounds good.
Kithris looks up to Leahine and she's like,
Mom, isn't he the one that keeps picking fights with never mind. Garrick, just so that we're
Yeah.
all on the same page. I'm Kithris. This is Lehi. This is Boros. This is Gunnar. This is Elowyn. Now we all know each other.
Where's
Did
Henry?
you know Garrick?
We have a fellow
We-
stealthy companion who we haven't seen for a few days, and we're not quite sure
He went into that.
exactly his location.
Yeah, the last time anybody saw him, I think he went into that brothel at the end of the road, and no one's seen him since. So, he's probably still there.
Met a girl called Cinnamon.
That was last night that he
That was
split
last
up
night.
with Gunnar.
Oh, okay. Garrick, do you know of any? Are there other Draconians in the caravan that you've seen?
You've seen a lot of
Would
people
I
that
know?
have kept cloaks over themselves the whole time, but you haven't seen any like overt Draconians or anything.
Yeah, nobody overt, but there's a few covered up.
Maybe that's what I should do, Mom. I don't know. I should go get one of those hoods. 'Cause it seems like
Yeah, you can
everyone
get a
else is
hood.
hiding, and I am not. I know you told me to be proud of who I
You
am,
want
but
the
it's
hood?
becoming a problem.
There's nothing
Yeah, I
wrong
mean, I
with
get that.
showing who you are, but it's a little easier sometimes when you're able to go around without people knowing what you are.
Or how you're
Yeah, I
feeling.
think I've got one in my
understand
bag
that?
somewhere. I'll have to dig it out.
Okay. So I mean,
Alright.
Okay, well I'll lead them.
Yeah.
I'll lead them back over to the 3 merchants that I know will be looking for guards and for porters, and
Okay.
I'll
So as you're
introduce them.
moving by, you're coming down the office. You can actually see the constable talking to Akin, and Akin turns around and is like, "Well, he's right here, actually. Gunnar, please come forward. The constable would like to have a word with you."
I think we just gotta deal with this guy, one way or another. But mostly the one way.
So I go ahead. I go forth.
He just folds his hands in front of him. He's like, "You're leaving town, right?"
Yes.
All right. While you're here, please don't threaten the people who live here. You have to understand how that makes me look if I don't throw you in chains and put you in a hold. and then try you in front of everyone and then charge you for a misdemeanor. I mean, it's just easier for you to leave town and not do those things. And I have to just make the assumption that you're not from civilized areas because you don't go around threatening people in civilized areas. Now, you guys haven't broken any laws that I know of, and I'm hoping that I don't find out about any broken because I would love it if you guys just moved through town. So if you can get out the sooner, that would be the better. Am I making myself clear?
Sure.
Super duper.
I appreciate it.
We can definitely honor that request.
Constable doesn't like paperwork. Got it. We'll get out of here.
He looks over at Leah. He's like, that's exactly right. I don't like paperwork. I
get it,
appreciate
I
that
do.
all of you are willing to just move through town. I have nothing against you, but clearly some people in this town do. So I'm here to serve them. And let's just do our best to keep the peace until you're gone.
Absolutely.
He's like, thank you
dude.
very much. And he
I'm
walks
not
back
mad.
out. What's that?
I break
After
wind
he-
and roll one.
After he leaves, I'm gonna go over to Lehigh. Please don't tell me you took anything from Atkins' office.
Don't ask
I
that
don't
now.
know.
Let's just find out later. That makes it more
Oh no,
fun.
I'm just I'm whispering to Lehigh.
I want to reach in my pocket to feel and take something out and be like, I got this. Was
You
this in
feel
his
a lot of
office?
stuff that is odd in your pockets that you don't remember actually
Pocket grab.
being in your pockets. You're
Oh.
doing a pocket grab?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me find my notes. I
I
gotta
missed.
find that.
I'm excited for the pocket grab.
All right, it's a
I found it.
D100. So let me roll this thing for you. And I add 15. That's 85. So we're looking at a very useful map of the coast between Southland and Coastland.
I got a map at some point. Was this in his office?
Would I know
You're
if that
not
was in his
sure.
office?
There's no indicator
Here,
of
Boros, you take the map. All right, give it to Boros.
it. Gunnar, did you say
Three
you
of
broke
these.
wind?
Yeah, he doesn't know. He didn't know, but it was an SPD, silent but deadly.
So everyone is hit with this smell that because it's sort of dribbling, drabbing rain outside, it's keeping it in this area, this unseen cloud of funk.
Sorry, that was me, guys. I was really wanting I was hoping to catch the constable with his mouth open.
I
Dude.
rolled a 1 on Constitution check just to see, and I
You're
think I
dragging him a
barked.
little bit.
You rolled a natural one?
I rolled a natty 1.
You just puke. You just straight up just
I
vomit.
barked.
Now that one person puked in this small little sort of area full of fart and puke smell, I need to have everyone give me a constitution check.
I love D&D.
I'm
I'm
just
gonna do
filled
another one.
with it, aren't I?
Would I be able to
17
do?
for Kithris.
Garrick, you're close.
Again,
You're just like,
Would I be able to do a thunderclap and disperse the smell?
That's gonna be so loud.
yeah, you could.
It's also going to be heard up
That
to 100
thunder
feet away.
wave, you mean?
Oh, don't do that. Just use
No,
the crystal.
Thunderclap. It's a cantrip.
Fan it off.
Is that just a
It's a
sound thing?
No, thunderclap. Casting time, 1 action. Range is from myself up to 5 feet. It's somatic and instantaneous. Each creature in a 5-foot emanation orienting from you must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 thunder damage, which thunder is sound. And
But you're gonna
be
hurt
heard.
everyone because
Yeah,
the
that's not going to
smell
do
is
anything for the
worse?
smell or anything.
okay,
He's like,
never
it
mind
smells
then.
bad. Let me hurt
'Cause
your
that's
ears
just a
too.
sound, you know.
He's like, now you can't hear or smell or keep vomit down.
So no one else is actively vomiting, but you're all like, we should probably move at this point. This is a bad place to be. The rain starts to pick up a little bit. Garrick, you can take them to the first merchant that you find in the caravan.
Okay. Well, I'll just approach him and say hi and see if he's looking for any people.
So you see this human male. He's got 2 caravans under his control. There's a little bit of civilization in his stature. He's not unfriendly or anything, but he is very, very smelly. You hear him cursing like a sailor towards some other people that are working at the wagon. You see there's a wagon driver and 2 other laborers that are doing their best to put up with it politely. And he sort of turns around. Well, what is this group of people doing? Walking right up to me. Do I owe you money or something?
Do I know his name?
Give me a perception check. See if you can remember his name.
Wouldn't that be closer to history?
24.
Well, we'll let the 24 just say it. So yeah, you remember his name is Akrin. I'm sorry, Akreni.
A cranny, you stinky old dog. I got some guys he might need.
I thought you were getting off this wagon when we got here. I didn't realize you were going to be bringing a bunch of ne'er-do-wells.
Well, about to have ne'er-do-wells garden your crap, isn't it?
Well, I do have 2 wagons full of the shit. What is your skill sets here?
Garden.
We have two strapping men who are very strong, by the way.
But I'm the stronger one.
We have someone who's good with medicine. We have one who's very adventurous and will keep everyone away.
I don't know what that means.
Everyone
I
that
can turn into a bear.
That'll keep anyone
That's
that
what you
wants
said?
to do any harm or thievery away. And I am quite good at persuasion and cooking. And I'm good at music.
All right, I need you to give me a persuasion check, Boros.
Yep.
It'd be
Thank
really
goodness
funny if
we
he
have a
rolls like a
bard.
nat 1. He's like, I'm the persuasive one, and then it's a natty 1.
I damn near rolled a nat
Not
1. I
far
rolled
from
a
it.
3.
Close.
He's like, look, I'll give you 5 steel a day to be a guard, plus food and living expenses for the road, and you'll be doing the cooking. How's that?
Sounds
Yeah.
sounds like a deal to me.
All right, well, get your lazy ass to work then. We got stuff to do. All right, what else? What can anyone else do? Miss Healer, is that you? I've got some dwarven
Me.
friends over in the Carolize Mountains. What clan are you from? I hear you dwarves are from different clans, right? What?
I forgot.
Well, you're a
do
Niedar
you-
dwarf. A hill
Niedar
dwarf.
clan?
Niedar
Ne-
hill.
That's the clan.
Yeah.
Niedar clan.
Isn't that from Kayolin?
What? No,
don't know,
Elowyn
the
is a
notes-
Niedar dwarf.
The notes that I have for Elowyn is Kayolin Niedar Dwarf.
No, her family may have been from Kayolin, but she is a Niedar dwarf, which is on top. Kayolin is a mountain settlement. So he's like, oh, Niedar, so you like the sun and you like the moon and you like the wonderful weather we're having now. You can heal things? If you go take a look at my horses and tell me what's wrong with them, maybe I'll consider hiring you.
Okay, I'll take a look at them.
Okay. As you're walking off, he walks up to Gunnar. He's like, now you are a strapping specimen. What do you do for a living?
It's a very open statement.
Well, I'm a merchant. That's what I do.
Well, what do? I can help lift heavy things.
Give me a athletics check.
All right. To show off, I'm gonna rage.
Jeez. You think you're gonna scare people?
And I'll have advantage on this, I'm guessing. I'll just roll 2.
Sure, yeah.
For a strength check, so you want me to do athletics, right?
Yeah.
So at a +6. So what do we got? So 15.
She like rage and flex, and your neck muscles are like shimmering a little, like twitching with the rage. The veins in your neck are bulging out. Sweat. Your hair just grows a little bit more, just as the rage beard growth pushes out a little bit, and he like jumps back and sort of stands partially behind Garrick. He's like, "Yes, all right. I think you might. I could hire you as the sergeant in front of the guard, and in charge of the guards. I can give you 8 steel a day, plus food and living expenses for the road. What do you say?"
Does that include my friends too as well?
Oh no, that definitely includes you though.
All right, we can manage that. I can help out with that.
Fantastic. All right, I need you to make sure that Boros guard is gonna stay on his job. Make sure he doesn't screw around as he's throwing out expletives as he's
Familiar with
talking.
him, but yeah, I can definitely help you with that.
So, Elowyn, as you approach the horses, give me a medicine check. Or an animal handling check if you have that.
I just did medicine.
Okay. It clearly seems like one of the horses has a problem with its knee. So with that, you can go up and sort of tend to it and bind it, and just sort of look at it. It doesn't look like it's been cared for very well at all.
Okay.
So you come back and tell him?
Yeah. They fix it up, come back, and
What do you say?
so it looks like something was wrong with the horse's knee, but I've cleaned it up, I've wrapped it up and tended to it.
Really? Alan! And you see one of the 2 laborers that he was yelling at before comes running over, just sort of a little out of breath. You can tell he's been working his butt off. He's probably 18-ish, maybe 16 and looks a little bit older for his age. But he's like, yes, sir. How can I help? He's like, you hurt my horse! And he full out bitch slaps him, open palm across his face. He's like, you're fired! Looks over at you, Elowyn. You're hired. And the kid just like, sort of whimpering and sucking in breath, just walks away in the rain. He's like, take care of the horses. All right, you. What? He's like looking underneath your hood, Kithris. He's like, you're a Draconian. I don't want your kind here. And little Kender, no thank you. All right. Garrick?
I turned into a horse.
You turn into a horse? He's like, oh my gosh. What the hell? Okay.
I could do this, jerk.
That's
She
what the
could
horse
be useful.
Says. Do this, oh jerk. He's like, I don't want anything to do with the shape-changing Kender. That's like 2 nasties in one. No, thank you.
It's fine. We'll find something else.
Yeah, good
Garrick
luck
will
with
catch
that,
up to
lizard
you.
boy. All right.
Son, hop on. Let's
He's like,
go.
Garrick, if you want to join up, I'd love to have you as one of the guards.
Sure, I'll join, but let me see if I can get these other 2 situated in somewhere else.
Oh, no problem. We're going to be leaving in about 2.5 hours.
All right, see you later.
All right, so you can see that there's 2 other merchants. One of them was a half-elf. He is bringing a bunch of ale and beer all these long distances. And the other one is probably a Kolinisty elf. And it's got these exotic wood stacked up in the back of its, like Valen wood stacked up in the back of its wagon itself. And they're also looking for hands.
Mom, this hood didn't do a damn thing.
Your nose.
No, it
Because
did
your nose
not.
is sticking.
Oh. Now I can't see. This is amazing.
That's not. Get on me. I'm a horse
Whoa.
right now. I'm a war horse right now. So if you just hop on,
Okay, fine.
we'll look even more dangerous. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, so Garrick, you lead them to which one? The ale one or the wood?
I'll lead him to the wood one first because
Okay.
my thinking is if he's carrying Valen wood, then he'd be more disposed to druids and know them their kind.
Right.
So
So this is a female elf. Her name is Edhelry.
okay.
What's up, girl?
She's like, I can't believe that horse just talked. That's amazing. She like walks up slowly with her hands out to touch the horse's nose.
Yeah, that's fine.
She sort of
So
like pets you.
Hilary,
Yes, yes.
these are two friends of mine. I know you're looking for people, so I was just wondering, would you have a need for a druid?
A druid. Well, we could always use another hand. Anyone to protect the caravan. Valen wood is a
Anyone?
expensive trade. Did this horse just talk? Can you talk?
I'm the druid. I'm the druid.
She
of
sort of laughs to
note.
herself. Of course. I'm sorry, I didn't know. You look wonderful as a horse. And who is this individual riding? And she takes a step back and
This
puts
is
her
my
hand on
son.
a short sword on her side. It's like, you're.
My
Are you
I'm
both
Kithris.
Draconians?
No,
Oh.
just me.
No,
And
I'm a full honesty. I'm a Kender
okay,
normally.
I mean that's fine. I've known a number of Kender. I've never met a Druid Kender before, and I've never met a Druid Kender with the Draconian on their back, who says that
I'll
you're their
climb down.
Yeah, it's my
mother.
son.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a weird story, but it's fine. And Mom's the best druid that you're gonna find. So if you need people that know stuff about wood, she knows all the things.
Your mother knows a lot about wood.
That's
I
what she tells
know
me.
a lot about wood.
See?
We are all 12. All right. So give me a persuasion check.
From Kithris or from?
Both Kithris and Lehigh.
Okay, oh, this is gonna be good.
But 17.
So she offers to hire on Kithris as a basic guard for 5 steel a day, plus food and living expenses. And Lehigh, she would like to hire you as a bodyguard for herself for 10 steel a day, plus food and living expenses.
Yes, I will do that. That sounds great.
She's like,
Yeah,
well,
okay, that's fine.
it's always nice to have someone looking at your back, especially on these dangerous roads. There's been a lot of rumors that there have been towns attacked in the south. I'm glad we're leaving Southland, if that's
Yeah,
the
girl,
case.
I'm looking at your back. Not gonna take my eyes off your back.
I'm sorry?
Hmm?
What do
I
you...
have to protect you. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You want to ride on my back?
No, I have my wagon. I'm good. All right, so everyone has a position and a job. For those of you on that job, you're expected to start immediately. And guarding doesn't just mean standing there looking for danger. It means actively helping load equipment and stuff like that. And getting to know the people that you're actually guarding. So, Akrenny Yul Yelton is independent wagon master. He's got those 2 wagons in the caravan. They're both hauling cured furs and uncured hides. He's a bit boorish, and again, he's pretty vulgar and smelly, but he's not unfriendly, and he seems like an honest enough fellow. His second wagon driver and one of the 2 laborers, the other one was fired just a moment ago, they're perfectly pleasant. And so they're welcoming you guys in as the guards and the captain of the guard and, being very polite about asking for help. And one of the laborers is sort of asking you, Elowyn, about taking care of the horses and the bandages, not really knowing anything. Do you know anything about animal handling? Are you proficient in that?
No.
Okay.
I'm
So you're
partially
not really
proficient.
sure how to answer questions that he's asking you about animal handling specifically.
I have a +5 for my wisdom, but
Yeah.
I have +5 at animal handling.
Yeah, but you're in a different wagon.
I have a +2 with animal handling, and I'm partially proficient.
What does
Right.
partially proficient mean?
Half proficient.
I don't know what that means. You're either are or you're not.
It's
So-
a bard. It's a bard thing. He's basically got half proficiency in everything.
Oh, okay. So
It
yeah,
is
you
the
can like
jack of
lean
all-
over in the middle of working and answer some of the questions that Elowyn is sort of stumbling over trying to answer. But just because you have points in it from your main ability score doesn't mean you're actually proficient in the skill at all. And so, you may be able to fumble your way through, but you're actually pretty ignorant to the specifics of it. And that goes for anything that you're not proficient in, anyone. In any case, getting the wagon ready to go for a Krenny is pretty simple and straightforward. Dealing with Ed Hellery is a little bit more challenging. She seems to be a little bit impatient when dealing with individuals. With Lehigh, this is very odd for you, Lehigh, because she's insisting that you're by her side at all times. You're her bodyguard and she wants you present. Usually people are trying to wave the Kender away from them, but she seems to
Yeah.
be very welcoming in having you right next to her. This
like
entire wagon is loaded with exotic wood from Quilinisty and North Quilinisty in the Abanicinian area, and it's all Valen wood, which is very odd for an elf to be traveling and selling this sort of rare, honored wood. But this is what she's doing. In any case, she's bringing it north to cabinet makers in some of the larger cities up the road, up the coast. And so, she's a sort of master carpenter herself, being a tree shaper in Quilinisty. And so she's doing her best to sort of spread the trade and the skill set to others with the finest of wood in order to use. So she's a little bit snooty about it, and deservedly so, with her talent and her sort of background. That being said, it's very easy to get everything loaded up and ready for her. Kithris, as you're sort of helping, make sure all the straps are tied down for all these massive piles of cut Valenwood, you actually see in the corner behind on the other side of a wagon that Draconian poke his head out around the corner and just sort of wave you over.
Do I feel like I can walk away without getting yelled at? Because I've seen this lady be kind of bitchy to everyone.
I mean, she's impatient. She's not bitchy.
All right,
But in any
yeah, so it's
case,
like-
yeah, you could probably walk away.
well, before I do that, I'm gonna cast. If he's within 120 feet of me, I'm gonna cast message.
Okay. What is
a
what do you send?
cantrip that just says you can. Basically, I point at someone within range and I whisper a message, and only they can hear it. They can then reply. So I will look at him and cast message and be like, I got a job on this thing. What's going on?
I thought you were joining us.
I probably will. What caravan are you guys in?
Not probably.
I couldn't find you guys.
You need to come with me if you're going to be with us.
All right, hold on. Can I see Lehigh?
Yeah. She's right next to the elf.
I will cast message to Lehigh and say,
Mom, if the lady gets mad, don't worry about it. I found the other Draconians. I think it'll be easier to travel with them.
You're just leaving?
I'm still be in the caravan, just not in working for this lady.
Okay.
Okay, love you, bye. And then I will. That's how you end every phone call with your mom, right? And so yeah, then I will make my way over to Crag.
Okay. He's like, what the hell are you doing working for that Quilinisty elf?
I thought I told you I had a whole group of people I came here with initially. Everybody was finding jobs and doing stuff. We don't want to be in this crappy little town anymore, so everybody
That's
was getting
good.
jobs, and I. Okay, so where are we at?
where we're at is you need to come with us and stay with us in the caravan. We could use
Right, I'm
someone like
coming.
you.
Yeah, I'm coming with you. Take me to where we're going.
Wonderful. So he walks down to near the end, the second to the end wagon, and he introduces you. He's like, "This is Acker." I'm running out of names here. Acker is the
Just go with
wagon
regular
leader.
names, like, this is Joe, this is Bob, this
Right.
is...
He's like,
Hi.
this is a Draconian that I met here. His name is Kithris. And Acker looks down. He's like, "What are you doing here?"
Just trying to survive. I mean, I just want to
Well, you're
get the
always
hell out of here.
welcome with us. He like brings his hand down toward you as if he's gonna like let you up onto the wagon.
Is he also Draconian?
No, he's human.
No, he's human. Okay. Yeah, I'll grab his hand and let him help me up on the wagon.
He's like, "Please have a seat. Let's talk during this early morning trip. I believe we're gonna be leaving here shortly."
Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
I'd like to
The
know
weather sucks.
what brings you here. A Draconian in Coastland on your own? It seems a little strange.
I mean, I've basically been on my own for a long time. I travel with the lady that's my mom, but she's not Draconian. We just kind of go where there's stuff to do.
Your mom, who's not a Draconian. Did she create you?
No, she said she found my egg a long time ago, and she just kind of raised me. She's a good mom.
Really? And who is she?
Her name is Lehigh. She's back working with that cool and nasty lady who's bitchy about the wood.
Oh, you must be talking about Ed Hellery. I'm not sure if she's bitchy. She's just impatient. Being very specific about this.
No, it's fine. That's just Kithris's interpretation of this, because
Right.
like most everyone he travels with isn't this like go go go. So he's like, I don't know what her deal is.
It's like, so he's our friend here, Crag, is telling me that you're willing to join our cause.
I mean, maybe I have never been around a whole lot of other Draconians. Everywhere I go, everyone tells me that I don't belong because I'm not a human or whatever. And then all the other Draconians I've ever met are like, why are you there and not here? And I don't know. If there's a bunch of you guys going together and then doing stuff, like maybe this is a good idea.
I think it's
I've
a
never
wonderful
spent a lot of
idea.
time with Draconians.
We can truly use your talents. You are Aurak by your coloring, is that correct?
Yeah, that's I think. I didn't really get like a pedigree or anything, so
You didn't come with papers?
no.
You're adopted.
Undocumented.
He's like, you are an Aurak. And there must be a lot that you don't know about your kind if you're traveling with some other species. I think you could learn a lot from the other Draconians on this wagon if you'd like to join us.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. But I will have to be clear about this. If you're with us, you're protecting us and you're taking care of us. You're not here doing anything else. Your loyalties lie with us. Is that clear?
I mean, as long as you're not gonna hurt my mom or my other friends, then yeah, that's fine.
I don't
I can
know
do
who
work.
your mom is, and I don't know where the other friends are, so you'll have to tell me.
If we run into them, I'll point them out.
Okay. Well, you can get in the back with the others. This is like a massive covered wagon. And they'll introduce you to the team and get you caught up on what we're doing here.
Okay, sounds good. And I'll climb down and head around to the back of the wagon.
All right. So the front of the wagon train actually starts moving off. You see people, and as the weather is actually getting worse and it's getting really, really muddy, some wagons start to get stuck in the mud out here, and people are out actively helping them get them moving. The horses are freaking out as lightning strikes in the distance, and it looks like the storm is just coming from off coast, rolling right onto the mainland. Seasonal storms like this are pretty normal, so it's not like it's anything unheard of or people don't know how to deal with it, but it is a bit annoying and frustrating for everyone involved. It just slows things up ultimately, but the wagons start slowly moving out and everyone is tending to their own little areas. You're seeing a bunch of people just sort of walking with the caravan or riding on horses parallel to it as just other travelers. Some of these travelers are offered, seats on some of these wagons wherever there's an open piece of wood that someone can sit their butt on rather than walking. Some of the horses end up getting tied up against the wagon's end, and then people just jump on that so they don't have to ride the horse any long distance or anything like that. But it is a massive undertaking, and it is very loud, and everything is going very, very slow as you're just sort of eking out your way, bouncing around on these wagons out of Deepdel finally. And as you're rolling out, Gunnar, you could just sort of like look back for 1 second and you see the constable standing there just waving and smiling as you guys are moving out. Just clearly happy that this is the outcome, that you guys are actively leaving.
Yes, no paperwork.
I think you guys gave him a bad rap. He was doing his job. That's all. All right. So in any case,
I think he had like a deputy that was a total butthead. There was another guy that that Henry had run into.
Yeah, for
Maybe
sure.
I was getting them the two confused.
I'm surprised you guys just left Henry. Like, no one tried to look for him. No one cared.
I think
You went through these big
And-
adventures with him, and you
Lehigh
guys
can
just
back me
abandoned
up.
him.
Didn't we leave
but
a
Lehigh
note?
can back me up on this. Like, hasn't Lehigh and Kithris have like adventured with him before? And he's kind of in and out. Like, he just kind of
Henry's
shows
a
up when he
free
wants
spirit.
and leaves when he wants. Like, I feel like he's a little aloof in his comings and that we had kind of discussed.
Trying to tame Henry is like trying to capture the wind.
Okay. So you guys have hundreds of miles before you end up where this caravan is going to finish in Hargoth, at the northern peninsula. Oh, almost to the northern peninsula, but the northern edge of coastland itself. And so you know that you've got a lot in front of you. So you're just settling into your roles, doing your best to sort of learn the quirks of your employers and these caravan trains. Ultimately, you get a little bit of time, a little bit of downtime. The caravans go for a couple hours and then they stop and let the horses sort of graze a little bit and they water them. And everyone stretches their legs that were, riding horses and making sure that everything is still tied down tight. And there's just constantly things to do. But once you get to that sort of breaking spot, you did get a little bit of time that you could walk to other wagons or just sort of talk with other people in the wagon train and stuff like that.
To lift spirits a little bit, I'm just going to be playing my lute while keeping an eye out the entire time to
Nice.
help lift spirits and make it a little bit more bearable for everyone.
Nice. So it's raining, but the music is sort of breaking through that sort of rushing sound of rain running down, hitting canvas and wood and ground. And you guys are just getting this sort of muted sense of soil, sort of wafting from the ground as you're hearing these melodious tunes emanating from Boros's lyre. And people start to just sort of gather a little bit. Even, people are just sort of wandering around toward the sound of the music to see who's playing it, what's going on. And it does seem to, lift people's spirits. before the wagon train starts getting right back on the road. So the first day, you don't really have any issues at all. It's, you're sort of getting used to the whole process. You haven't really traveled that far, especially, you could just walk and you'd be twice as far as you are right now on this wagon train. But that's kind of the point, is the safety in numbers and traveling up the coast on this train. And ultimately, it could probably be worse. It's not traversing the Vingard Mountains as you guys did earlier in this adventure. So you're sort of enjoying that aspect of it. As you guys get to night, the caravan sort of circles around in on itself, and they have a bunch of spots. It's a massive circle. It's not a tight little thing by any means, but they have massive little camp areas with fires going. And you actually, who would this be? Let's say Elowyn. You hear, give me a perception check. $14. Okay. It isn't till they're almost on you, but you hear these giggling of these two buxom twins that walk up, and they sort of giggling as they coming up behind you, like, "Oh, hello, Mistress Dwarf. How are you?"
I'm good. How are you two?
We're fantastic. I don't suppose you know of any young gents who maybe are, looking for some company?
I can't say for sure, but
I mean, we've never
do you have some
really been with
companions?
a female before, or dwarves. What do you think about trying that out? I take your giggling as maybe.
I can see Lehigh. I'm good, but I have some companions that
They sort of
might be
push themselves
interested.
up a little bit, and they're sort of pinching their cheeks. Well, do show us to these wonderful companions.
Maybe I'll start with Lehigh.
So you
The
go over to
elf is
Lehigh?
right here.
Okay, so you walk down a little bit to where Lehigh's. She's clearly with the elf that she's bodyguarding for at this moment.
Yeah.
Okay,
These two
maybe that would be
buxom
inappropriate.
women sort of walk up, and the elf, Ed Hellery, walks right between her wagon and these two buxom women, and she just points her finger off in the distance. Go shake your bosoms elsewhere. You're not welcome here. And they just sort of stop, like, "Oh, okay," and just walk into the
Come
camp.
on.
Try Boros.
Yeah, let's.
Give him to
I'm
Boros.
currently
my
cooking
friend.
food.
Perfect. Take him to the kitchen. Maybe they can help prep. I'm
So
not
he's
even in your
leaning over this
caravan.
fire with this little cauldron swinging over on top of it, making whatever it is that he's making. You see Elowyn approach with these two buxom twins, sort of giggling a little bit as they're looking over at you. What's your skin right now?
Red, pink, yellow again.
What's your color? What? Come on.
Get the recent chat. I'll say orange for enjoying his time.
Okay, they're like, you see these two girls start giggling. You're orange. I've never seen an orange, handsome creature like you before. Where are you from? They sort of move to either side of you, sort of lightly placing their hand on your shoulder.
I am not muted.
Where
Well,
are you
darling, I'm not of this plane.
from? What does that mean?
Above table, I don't remember the name of the plane.
You're from the Abyss.
Okay. I am from the Abyss.
Oh,
But
he's
I've
so
spent-
funny with the jokes. I didn't know he was a comedian too. Your dwarf friend here said that you are strong and in need of a little something soft. That's where we come in. Would you like a little companionship?
Maybe later, darling. I'm currently in the middle of cooking dinner.
One of them
He
just sort
looks
of
a little busy
playfully
right now.
grabs your arm and lightly tugs you. She's like, "Oh, come on. It can't take that long, not with both of us."
Well,
Okay,
if you're eager to assist with the cooking, could you start chopping up the vegetables that I have placed right here?
Like, what? Who are you talking to?
Whichever one
the girls.
said,
You're talking to the girls?
Yes.
Like, we're not
Yeah.
doing your cooking. No, silly. We're talking about a roll in the hay.
I'll pull them back and say, okay, he looks busy right now. Let's see if we can find one of my other companions.
No offense, dearie. I'm not sure you're helping our game. How about we
No.
just go looking on our own? Thanks.
That
Ta-ta.
sounds good.
And they sort of wander off a little
Good
bit.
luck.
Okay. So, Boros, stalwart cook, finishing up making your meal. So, what's everyone doing as the night is dragging on?
it is not
I'll go
just
back
a
and-
meal.
That
It
elf
is-
lady.
It is a meal for anyone who wants food.
I think your employer might differ in opinion.
I guess Garrick's probably just guarding, just
Doing your shift.
scanning and guard.
I'll go back
Doing
and
his
check on the horses.
Okay. The horse seems to be mending pretty well. The strain of the road from the injury was a bit for it, but it's resting now, and it seems that it'll fix as long as they do regular rest and they don't try to push him a little too hard. It should heal over time without any real issue. The night seems to go uneventful. You hear sort of giggling coming from some random tent. But other than that, it's pretty quiet, and other people are pulling out their little lyres and flutes, and music is starting to be played in random spots around this massive encampment that's surrounded by these wagons. The guards are doing their shifts on the outside, and it seems like a pretty safe, enjoyable evening. Morning comes hard. The rains seem to have just picked up in intensity. There must be a massive storm off the coast that is just hammering really hard as everything is absolutely soaked through. The canvases are actually leaking actively. Anyone who slept outside is going to be wet. Anyone who slept on the wagons under the canvas is going to be a little bit moist. Or under the wagons, even as the water is pooling up, and you're finding streams where before there was none. And it's just, everything is soaked, and it's starting to get miserable. And people are starting to feel their sore muscles from the previous day's work. And you have a whole day ahead of you before you can really rest to sleep again. And your merchants are calling for you, and you all set out. And Gunnar, you notice that these two buxom women are just sort of wrapped up in this, what looks like almost like this fur, a little too short fur cloak that they're both trying to share because they're clearly not properly outfitted for this. And they sort of like lock eyes with you for a moment, and you see this sort of like doe-eyed look as like they're, begging you for help without saying anything.
I take my blanket out of my backpack, and I wrap him with it. And hopefully this will keep him
Such
dry.
a gentleman. Thank you so much. And the other twin just sort of like looks at the first and then looks over at you. I don't suppose we could travel on your wagon too.
So they weren't on a wagon, so they were.
No, they were
we
walking. Yeah.
Oh, they were, huh? I'm a sergeant in arms here. I'll probably just escort them. So I'll walk with them alongside the caravan. Can I do that? How fast is the caravan going?
It's pretty slow. You can keep up walking.
Okay. I'll just say, yeah, for now, I'll just go ahead and I'll just escort you. I'll just keep you safe. I'll just walk with you.
Well, that's very brave of you to watch us. Don't you have a job to do?
This is part of it.
Oh, well, I think this is probably the best job that we could have run into someone who's doing it. I mean, someone to walk with us, and clearly so strong and such a gentleman. If you, on our first break, would like any company, we
Oh
could,
boy.
we could give some assistance and repay your kindness.
Let's just go ahead and keep moving forward here.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's see what happens as we what the night brings and what the morning presents.
Right. So the afternoon goes, a couple stops on breaks, and these girls are clearly trying to take care of you. They're saying that they, want to repay you for your kindness. And the merchant that you're working for is like, you could always invite them on the wagon. I have a little bit of room.
So my boss is saying this. He's approving of this.
Yeah.
It's just, we really don't know who they are. So.
Oh, I think I know exactly who they are.
Okay. Well, if you feel it's secure, if you want to go ahead and put them on here, then let's go ahead and load them up and just keep moving.
Ladies, if you want to come back behind the wagon this way, I've got a couple dry spots back here. And they sort of give like, we kind of would like to stay with this gentleman. He's been such a wonderful attendant to us. And he's like, he works for me though. See, I pay his bills. He would be nothing without me, but you want to be with someone of power, of significance, not some sergeant at arms, right? Because this is my wagon. And they're like, well, we do really prefer. He's like, well, if you're going to continue talking with him, then you're going to get in the back of this wagon. Do you understand me? And they just sort of look at you, Gunnar, like, I guess we have to go then, because he's kind of creepy.
Why don't we just go ahead and just leave him back there in the back of the wagon, and
you're
let's
not
leave
going to
the
get in trouble?
No, you're not. So I'm talking to my boss about this. I'm like, they think that you're gonna put hands on them, and they don't feel comfortable about that.
They're whores, right?
We don't know that.
Oh, I think we know that. Look at these two buxom twins that just appeared last night on the road. They're clearly whores, or they're thieves. In any case, we could have a little bit of fun. I mean, you choose one of them. I'll get the other. I'm not picky. I got a wagon. We can throw the laborers out for a while and have the dwarf go look after the horses for a while. Next break.
You get a better idea of who, maybe just visually. I mean, are they say who they say they are?
They haven't really given anyone any names. No one's actually asked anything about them. But their mannerism, it definitely implies that they're ladies of the night, to put it delicately.
Okay, so they render certain services for a certain amount of money.
Seems
okay. All right. So then I turn to him and go, well, how much coin do you got?
He's like, well, I think I could waste a few silver pieces.
Henry enters stage right.
No, he just shows up. Oh, well, there you are.
Sup, boys?
Yep. I go, well,
Sup, ladies.
I tell them that, they are ladies of the night, so.
I hear you're looking for someone.
Is Henry here now?
No.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I was just making a joke.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I just kind of just, well, we know what they do, though they're not, well, they don't seem too comfortable around you, but I'm sure a little extra money up front would probably get around that hurdle there.
Look, you tell them I'll do a steal a piece.
Well, why don't you go tell them? and then I'll continue monitoring the caravan here and making sure it's safe.
He's like,
And
what?
then
All right, looky here. You work for me, right? This is part of guarding. This is the deal that we have here. You tell them a steal a piece. I'll meet them on the next break. We'll go 20 yards to the east behind some trees so that no one in the camp can see. You can come and guard and make sure no one, bothers us. If you want to watch, I don't care. Do your thing. Just don't get involved. I'm not into that. And then that'll be it. What do you say?
Gunnar's like, well, it doesn't seem too secure to me because you hired me to provide security here, and now you're going with 2 women here by yourself.
No, I'm gonna have you.
I don't want nothing to do with them. And so
All right.
that's you. If that's what you want to go do, then go ahead and knock yourself out.
I thought you were a little more.
Oh, I don't have to pay for mine, but
What? There's nothing wrong with that. Don't disparage a man.
well, I'm not. So I'm just being honest here. So you hired me to do a job, and the job was this. And so I'm going to stick with it here. So if you want to go ahead and whistle in the wheat fields here, then go ahead and knock yourself out.
It's like, all right, I think I will. Sort of
But you need to
straightens his
stay close.
clothing.
Because who knows what's going to be out there.
He's like, yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to need your help after this. You've clearly stated that you do not want to do the job as directed. Hey, Garrick! Garrick! Come on over here, friend.
As you come by, he's got some integrity issues.
Okay, I'll head over.
That's for sure. It's like, Garrick, I would like you to meet. I'm sorry, I didn't get your names, ladies. As he's like walking toward them as you're walking toward him. And they're sort of like look at each other and they look at him and they look at you like, my name's Mandy and this is Cindy. Cindy and Mandy. Garrick, you're working as a guard on my caravan. I was wondering if you would accompany us and just make sure nothing untoward, like no bears come and interrupt us while we're off having a nice chat.
Okay, I'll insight check the 2 women if I can, just to
Yeah.
see if they're. So that's a dirty 20.
They don't seem to really have agreed to anything, and they're just sort of looking at each other and looking at him and looking at you, not sure about what this is all about.
Well, okay. So he'll just look at him. What are they? Are they whores?
They're like, oh, how dare you, sir? No, we are not that. That's horrible. We're just 2 young women trying to make our way up the road, that's all.
Well, why are you going off with the wagon master?
He's like, well, they were actually with Gunnar, and he refused to share, so I just, came over here to introduce myself and invite you to guard us, Garrick, that's all.
Oh,
Garrick,
God, yeah, but have you paid him?
need to stay dry. Let's just put them in the back of the wagon. These girls clearly have they can make up their own choice on what they want to do at this point. So
They're sort of looking over at you, and they're like, yeah, let's just not go out anywhere, and let's just stay in the wagon. I think that would be a better situation. He's like, well, I didn't think you wanted to be in the wagon because I invited you before and you didn't want to. So, but I'm okay. You want to come in the wagon? Let's go in the wagon. He's like, I don't think I need you anymore, Garrick, but thanks. Stay around though. I'd like to have you just in case.
All right.
And Gunnar, look, you're always welcome in. There's 2.
there is. So
All right.
it's just yeah.
So they reluctantly, slowly, sort of like looking back at you, Gunnar, climb into the back, and the wagon starts to move again with the whole train, and nothing seems to really be happening or anything as it rolls into evening. And that's where you first hear the first sort of like squeal sound occur, and screaming almost like, that type of deal.
In the wagon that
in
the
the
girls
back
were
of
in?
the wagon. Yeah.
Oh boy. All right. Okay. Well, I
It's loud
just
enough
go on
for Elowyn to hear, Gunnar to hear, Garrick to hear,
inside.
Boros to hear.
And are they young girls or old girls, as it were, like 20s, or
Right.
they
They look to be in
younger?
the prime of their life.
Oh, okay.
I'll come running and ask what's going on.
So you hear from the inside this voice coming through. Nothing. Everything is fine. We're fine in here. How are you?
I'm gonna put my hand on Elowyn's shoulder. Elowyn, dear, it's probably best you don't go in there or look in there.
Why? That didn't sound. Doesn't sound
Okay.
consensual.
I'll call out for a crenny.
You remember last night
You'll call out for what?
on
I'll call out for the wagon master.
Oh,
Was
yeah,
it
yeah.
a crenny, wasn't it?
It takes a second, but you hear, yeah, what do you want?
It ain't, boss.
Oh, I'm good.
Oh, okay then. He's fine.
Hey,
Just carry on.
doesn't, I don't know.
The women?
Yeah, young girls, and they didn't like him anyways. They were creeped out by him. However,
They want passage, and they're paying for it, it seems.
not so much of an investigation, but not persuasion, but it didn't seem right to me that hearing those screams, all of a sudden the girls didn't seem like they wanted to be with him anyways. Even though he did offer, he said there's a nice dry spot in the back. Eventually they did go back in there, and then now there's screams coming from out of there. And the who's the gentleman's name that one? Well, the man or whatever, this guy that went inside this wagon. What's his name?
That's
Again?
a crenny.
A crenny? Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now he's back there now with those two. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So that doesn't seem right to me. So yeah, I'm gonna look inside.
So you pull open the closed canvas and you're like sticking your head in there, and it's surprisingly dark, and you see two figures sort of over another figure. It's kind of hard to make out. You're human, right?
Is there a leg that I can grab and pull?
Yeah, yeah. So you just reach your hand in, and the first leg you grab is one of the figures that's over the other, and you pull it back, and it looks like a crenny. He's like, turns around, he's like, "What the hell are you doing? You said you didn't want in on this, man."
Huh. All right. Sorry. I thought there was someone that was getting hurt.
Oh,
was laughing.
not yet, if we're lucky.
Okay. Proceed.
Did I hear
you
that?
okay?
Yeah, yeah. Anyone that's back there heard it.
So the girls don't feel threatened
Somebody-
at all?
No, I think these girls are into it, if you know what I mean.
All right. Well,
I
Jack,
have
you're right.
dark
I was
vision.
wrong.
Can I look in and see?
You see
And
one
dark
of the
vision.
girls that's sort of standing over there with a confident look on her face, and then there's a sort of like figure shrouded in like covered in like furs and stuff.
Are you girls
the floor.
okay?
The first one's like, "Yeah, we're fine. Do you mind?"
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Okay.
We'll leave you be.
You had your
I'll let
chance.
everyone know that. Yes, I did.
Light in there. It looks like they need some light so they can see what they're doing. That give us a better idea what's going on. And some doesn't seem right to me, you know? But maybe it is what it is, and this is right over my head.
Well, I did what I could. They say that they're good. I don't know what else I can do, so
Okay.
I guess we'll let it be.
All right.
You said there was a figure that was wrapped up in fur?
Yeah. That he was over.
That he was over.
Yeah.
Yeah, this ain't right.
I imagine fur blankets, but I don't know.
They
You
didn't want to
can
be back.
see fur blankets for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, fur blankets.
Huh.
He's like, all right,
Okay.
goodbye,
I think we have
viewers.
to-
Like, what is this?
The cuck chair.
It's a Peep and Tom show.
Yeah, go out, shoo.
You guys need to sell tickets.
All right,
Okay.
leaving.
So you close the canvas. You hear a little bit of giggling, and then a little bit like oof, and you sort of scuffling. The wagon starts rocking a little bit, stuff like that. And basically the end of the wagon train. That was the last break, and so at the end of the day, they do another big circle around and have huge fires in camps, and everyone's sort of setting up for the day. And give me a perception check, Gunnar.
Start it. My for some reason my Zoom keeps clicking in and out of my browser here, so sorry about that. And I can't scroll for some reason. Let's do it. Is it perception?
Yes, sir.
Roll. 11.
Okay. So the night is pretty quiet. You see, a Krenny come out and just sort of moody go over to Boros. Are you done with dinner yet? Have you made it yet?
Oh, yes, it's right there.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very
I'm
much.
surprised you couldn't smell it.
He sits down and just starts eating. He's like, I'm not sure I have anything in me anymore. Everything has left the building, if you know what I mean. I'm just drained. I need food and I need some drink. If you can find me some ale, I'd appreciate it. He sits down and just starts slurping it up. Give me a perception check.
Yep. That is not one.
Okay. All right, so
How does
the
this
night's
work?
going well. What about Kithris? You've been hanging out in the back of this wagon for a day now, filled with other humans of various backgrounds and ages, about 5 of them, and one Draconian who you had, sort of met and were introduced to previously, Crag, the K-Pack. And they're not really talking about anything that they're doing. They're really just talking about the importance of sticking together with like-minded people, having strength in numbers, and how when they get to their destination, things are going to turn around for their lives. They're going to finally be able to take care of their families in this horrible economy that they're coming out of. And, now that they've teamed up with this cult, the cult of the dragon, they're, now they've signed on as mercenaries. They're finally getting a steady job, a steady paycheck. And they seem to be just regular people, just doing a job because they need a job to do. This whole ooky scariness of the cult has completely left when you're actually just talking with these people. And you can kind of get the vibe that Henry had when he was just sneaking into the camp and just chatting up the other mercenaries there. And they're just regular people. And the Draconian, the K-Pack Crag, is sort of always with you, making snide comments about the weakness of humans. And, like, once we get to where we're going, don't worry, there's a whole lot more of us. And, we won't have to be hanging out with these low-level mercs. We'll be able to rise in the ranks together and really stand by the people in positions of power, especially you as an Aurak. So that's kind of
like the first question I was going to ask was like, is there a large, bowl of, Kool-Aid that I should be worried about? But then you told me it was the cult, so we're good there. So I think for a lot of this, Kithris has this is probably the longest stint he's been not around his mom and everybody else, and so he's probably pretty quiet, just kind of trying to absorb everything these guys are saying and trying to understand what they're doing. He would ask occasional questions about,
so do you guys not really believe in like what they're doing? You're just here for money and just trying to kind of fill out what's going on there at Craig's comments about the humans and everything. He would probably ask you like, so there's no other Draconians here. It's just I thought there was a bunch of Draconians here. Is it just you and me and
Oh,
you?
there are a lot of Draconians. They're just not in this caravan. We're going to be meeting up with them at the end. And don't worry, these meaningless commoners, they're not actually part of the group at all. We're going to be really inside of where things are actually happening with the movers and the shakers of the cult. These people, they're just hired hands to knock down doors and steal trinkets from commoners. It's really nothing to worry about. They're no one. I wouldn't even bother to save their lives if they're in trouble, to be quite honest.
What about the Akak, the guy who's driving? Is he different? Or is he just a hired hand like these guys?
Well, technically he's in charge of this little group in this wagon itself, but there's a lot of other guards. And yeah, when we first came into town, there was I think one of the worm speakers actually came into town. But I think they left before the wagon train even left. It was really weird. They were like carrying them around in this big like palantir. It was strange. It was like this big shrouded box or something. But it's the only way that the dragon spawn can get around, the filthy bastards. That's why us Draconians, we should be the ones being carried around. We deserve it. We fought the war and we survived the war. We weren't experiments by dragon overlords like these dragon spawn idiots are. They just think because they're dragon overlord babies that gives them some sort of authority. We've got tenure here. We've got the power. And we definitely have the numbers. We can get it back.
Okay, so who? Quick question above game. Robert knows what a worm speaker is. Does Kithris know what a worm speaker is? Is that a term he's heard before?
I don't think that has ever been a term anyone has mentioned before.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think we've talked about all this. So he's like, what? Okay, so you know that like I've not been around a lot of Draconians. What's a worm speaker? That's a
It's really just someone who's, high on their own supply. They smell their own farts. They think they're special. And the reality is they're just people given a position of power because they're a spawn. That's really what it comes down to.
Oh, so it's just a title, whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know who it was they were carrying around in that Palanthus?
Yeah. Resmir.
I'm gonna roll this for myself here, because Kithris knows that name, so he's gonna roll a deception check, see if I can keep this to myself or not.
Yeah,
It's
Lehigh
9.
definitely knows who this is. He's like, oh, do you know her?
She was down further south. We heard the name. She was taking a bunch of people places. I don't know. The name's familiar.
Yeah,
Big
well,
half black dragon lady, right?
yeah, that's her.
And
Dragon
she was here?
spawn. Yeah, she came into town with us. She actually left earlier. She grabbed a bunch of wagons from the warehouse and left.
I think in this moment, Kithris realizes that all the wagons that Gunnar was getting loaded up was probably them.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, that's crazy." And you said, so is it just you and I are the only two Draconians in like the caravan? And there's gonna be more people that when we get to the other end, right?
Yeah, I've said that a couple times. Do you have a memory problem?
No, I mean, all we've done for the last 2 days is kind of chill in the back of the wagon and get out occasionally. So it's just been, I don't know. Like I'm just trying to understand where everybody is. Like we haven't really done anything. I think everybody else, when they were getting jobs, were like, "You're gonna load stuff. You're gonna guard stuff." I think Boros is cooking somewhere. I don't know. Like,
What's a Boros?
he's a dude with horns. He's nice.
Is he a
Skin changes
Draconian?
colors. I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well, look, if you want to hang out after this, I hear there's supposed to be some ladies in waiting traversing the camp. We could probably find them.
Maybe I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that.
What do you mean? If you got it, you got to
don't-
use it. If you don't use it, it's going to fall off. That's what I was always told.
falling off
Oh
your
no,
head.
Kithris might believe that.
Look, you
I
don't
think
worry
this is
about
the
a thing.
moral-
I'll show you the ropes. Don't worry about it. Come with me.
Kithris will like follow. He's kind of very confused because I think this is the talk that Lehi's been meaning to have with him for a long time, and she keeps putting it off. So Kithris is like he kind of understands it, but he doesn't really know what's
All right.
happening here.
Well, on
So he'll
that
follow.
note, let's take a break. And on the other side, we will see what happens with Kithris, with Lehi, Elowyn, Gunnar, Garrick, and Boros. See y'all in a minute. And we are back. That's right, we're back. Thank you all for tuning in, for waiting and joining us. Elowyn, can I get a perception check, please? Now that the night is wearing on, hours have passed. The evening is wearing on in and of itself. You hear some commotion from the entire encampment area, and this scent just sort of hits your nose. And it smells like that sort of iron scent of like blood and the smell of like a corpse. It's just wafting across your nose, coming from the back of the wagon that you're assigned to.
Who am I with?
I mean, as far as I know, no one else, but you can be with anyone.
I'm walking outside of the caravan.
Okay. So I'll go up to Boros and ask him, do you smell blood, death, anything like that?
Give me a perception check, Boris. He's like, on your breath?
Oh shit, that's persuasion. Ignore that, that's persuasion.
He's convincing you that it's coming from your mouth. When's the last time you brushed your teeth?
Oh no.
No. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't smell anything.
I do, and I feel like it's coming from there. Would you come investigate with me?
Sure. No harm in checking something out, making sure everything is safe.
So the rain has
Agreed.
stopped. It stopped early this evening when you guys first made your big caravan encampment. So as you're going to the back of the wagon, what is it? Are you just going to like hop in the back? Like, what is your plan?
Gonna just first take a little peek, lift up the
Okay.
tarp or whatever it's called.
As soon as you lift up the tarp, the smell hits you. There's a dead body in there, and there's no mistaking it. And Boros, you can smell it too. It is very, very clear. And instantly, you see the tarp being smacked from right next to you on the outside, and you can see the caravan master. What is his name? The wagon master.
Ready?
Thank you. Krenny, as he's like, get your face out of there. You're not being paid to snoop around.
I smell.
With all due respect,
death.
sir, you have a dead body back there.
I'll be the judge of that. Go about
Do
with
I
your
hear-
cooking and your guard duty.
Do I hear or even see any of this commotion going on?
Give me a perception check.
Second perception. Rolling. Oh man.
No.
Change of dice. 5. No.
You change that die. Yeah. I mean, he seems very clear that whatever's in this wagon is my business, not yours.
Did you hurt one of those girls?
Please. I wouldn't hurt one of those girls. If they ask me to do something, I'll do it. But no.
I roll an insight check on his,
Roll.
if it'll actually load, because I just barely changed my dice. Roll. Why are you not rolling? Oh,
Sorry. I didn't say Siri. I said sorry. Jeez. My phone is answering.
I had to get rid of my Alexa.
I got
so
a
kept
10.
them-
No, he seems to be telling the truth. It's none of your business.
No.
Kidoki.
So he did not hurt one of the girls.
He's like, I wouldn't hurt one of those girls at all, ever.
Elowyn, you
when-
could do an insight check too.
Yeah, I'd like to do
Or
that.
not like that's a thing that
Go
you
ahead.
could do. No, I'm sorry.
No, he seems to be telling the truth.
Huh.
Huh.
After Elowyn and I walk away, I'm going to turn to Elowyn. When you looked in there, did it look like a body of one of the women?
You didn't see anything except for a mound of furs. Just like
I
the
just
first time
saw
you looked
them
in there.
first. Oh. What do you think?
And did you see that mound of furs in there before?
Yeah, it's the same thing I saw earlier.
So with me being the
Oh.
sergeant of arms, can I just do my rounds
Yeah.
and see? Okay, and it's daylight now.
No, it's night.
It's night.
It's
So
light.
I'm doing my inspections, and do I see these two talking here at all, or?
Yeah.
And hey guys, what's going on?
It's a
So
dead body.
we're
explain.
fairly certain. I'm using a low tone of voice to keep it between the three of us. I'm not making it louder for anyone outside of the circle to hear. We're both fairly certain there's a corpse in the back. Aqueni says he doesn't do it. I wasn't able to tell if he was lying or telling the truth. It seemed like he was telling the truth. But he was the last person that I'm tracking was back there.
I asked him if he hurt one of the girls, and he said that he wouldn't. But I smelled death.
Hey, Garrick, can I get a perception check from you, please?
Are you on mute, Garrick?
Okay, you don't notice anything. Kithris, you and Crag are walking toward this general direction when you see your friends sort of gathered together in this little group. Can I get a perception check from you, Kithris?
Sure. Jeez, 7.
Everyone's rolling so low.
The dice god said no, Adam.
The dice gods are not in our favor today.
Yeah, no. All right. So, back to Gunnar, Elowyn, and Boros.
So you smelt a dead body, Elowyn?
I did.
Do you see dead
And
body?
when Elowyn opened the tarp, I definitely smelt a corpse.
Oh boy, let's just go in there. Let's just make our presence known. Let's figure it out here, because if we have dead bodies, then we need to act on it now. People are getting hurt.
Just don't want us to get kicked out of the caravan.
Worst comes to worst, we could just tail him.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll just go ahead and just show me where it's at, and where were you when you noticed this smell? You suspect there's a dead body.
Elowyn here smelt it first.
Okay.
Take
Whoever
him over
smelt
a
it,
point.
dealt it.
It wasn't me this time. Okay.
Yeah, what you don't know is Gunnar just crop dusted the area. It's
Smells
not
like
even
death.
death at all.
Boy,
It's so
He just has stomach issues.
taking silent but deadly to a next level.
Yes. So at this point, none of you really realize, but the caravan is sort of paying attention to what you guys are doing. And they're slowly, like, the people are, like, gathering around as they saw the caravan owner, who they're all aware of, tell you guys to leave. And then all of you are going back to it. And you don't notice as they're all sort of closing in, curious as to what's going on. And Kithris, you with Crag looking for those girls. You're not seeing them, but you see like a bunch of people like gathering around this caravan where all your friends are. So Gunnar, Elowyn, and Boros, you go to the back of the wagon. What do you do?
Before that happens, if Kithris can see that these guys are starting to get a crowd, can I see Boros from where I'm at?
Yeah, through people, but yeah.
I am going to cast message to Boros and be like,
Hey, bud, it looks like you're about to have a lot of company.
Yeah, we suspect
Well,
there's somebody
If
that's
that's the case, we could have people that could back us up because whatever, if there actually is a dead corpse in the back of this caravan,
You're not.
We could
Whoa,
have
stop,
people
stop.
to-
You don't hear any of this. That was a message spell cast to Gunnar's mind.
you said
no,
Boros.
I said to Boros.
Oh, I'm sorry. I totally thought that was Gunnar. That's my mistake.
Nope, you're
I'm
good,
sorry.
because
I apologize.
Because in Kithris's head, him and Gunnar are still, friendly rivals.
Oh,
And,
okay.
Boros
know
is
why I
probably
totally
easier to
messed that
pick
up.
out of that crowd as well. So, yeah, he just
I
cast that
apologize.
message to Boros just to be like, hey, heads up.
It also
Gotcha.
probably doesn't help that I'm more than likely the tallest out of everyone.
Right.
Yeah, which is why Elowyn didn't get the message, because he can't see her over the crowd.
Get stilts. All right. So sorry, Boros, you were saying back to him?
With there potentially being a dead body in the back, we'll at least have people to back us up if things go south.
And Kithris doesn't respond. He just is like, nope, I was going to warn him. And then he'll look at Craig and be like,
Maybe this isn't the place to be right now.
Like, yeah, you know what? This doesn't look good at all. I'm going back. I don't think we should be involved in any of this. Come on.
Yeah, let's go back. And then explain to me how this thing worked. A lady of the what? And yeah, we'll just...
Oh my
He's still trying to
gosh,
wrap
I
his head
can't
around it.
believe you've never gotten it wet before. Come on, let me explain this to you.
God, what? And just, yeah, that's the conversation. They
He
head
dives
back.
into the deep end, just explaining everything as raw as he possibly could. So as you're like, what? Really? Walking away, Gunnar.
That sounds gross.
Yeah, I think we should figure this out, guys. We went in there once already. We didn't see an issue. Elowyn said that though there was, I don't know, some things wrapped up in fur, and then now as the morning, as the night kept going here, now we're smelling something that looks to be dead and decay, and we know what that smell is because we've dealt with in that line of business before, guys. And so something's not right. And so
I'm
when I
gonna pull out my tinderbox and light a single match to illuminate the space a little bit better.
A single match?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm just imagining you're like, let me
Oh,
lighten
right.
this area up.
Because
it
I'm
just
not-
right.
lights up.
because
your
I
Bring
don't
out
want
your
to-
single match.
I don't want to use a cantrip because my only cantrip that, well,
I have a
my
torch.
only other cantrip that doesn't involve
lamp.
lighting a candle or torch or a small campfire is Starry Wisp, and that only makes an object glow.
Right.
I'll pull a lamp out of my backpack.
And I don't want to do a lamp because
Okay.
Well,
that's going to draw a shit ton more attention and possibly draw whatever the hell his name is.
to see anything with a match, you're going to
Cranny.
have to be right on it, like right on it to see it.
I do have dark vision.
Well, then why do you need the, the match?
It's so that Gunnar could see.
I don't think it's
So
going to
give
help
me the
Gunnar.
match.
He's like,
The match is
can I
burnt
borrow
at this point.
Yeah, it just like goes out and burns your fingers a little bit. You're like, ah.
Let's just get in there here before even more commotion happens here.
All right, so you get inside. You're the only people in there. You just see the furs sort of piled up in this makeshift sort of bed area with this sort of lump that just stinks to high heaven, and the smell is ripe as hell. Oh man, we lost him again.
He's Gregory.
Oh, okay. So the smell is just terrible, but you crawl in. Like, what do you do once you get inside?
I'm gonna move the fur wool or fur blanket or whatever it is.
So as
Like, I'm
you
gonna remove
pull
it
it
from the lump.
back, you see the dead body of a Crenny lying there.
What?
Didn't we just talk to him?
Certainly seemed like you did.
Boros, didn't we just talk to him, Boros?
His
Yeah.
doppelganger.
What's going on?
So you're inside with the wagon master that hired you, who everyone saw just have an argument with you, and he's dead. And everyone's gathered outside this wagon.
I'm gonna immediately start looking for a Crenny.
His body.
Or the two girls.
The one that just spoke to us.
Yeah.
So you jump out of the tent and you're like looking around.
Yeah, I'm going to actively
don't
search
see-
for him.
Anything. Like you see people staring at you like, what's going on? Hey, what are you doing back there?
Search. I'm gonna shout out to everyone. Search for a Crenny now.
A Crenny? What's wrong with a Crenny? Is he missing?
The one that just spoke to us is not the actual Crenny. His dead corpse is in the back.
You killed a Crenny.
No, we did
Yeah.
not.
People
Body's
like
big.
the word
all-
is spreading. They murdered him. They murdered a Crenny. And the crowd is sort of like gathering around this area. You're gonna need to
You all
talk your way
watched
out
him
of
walk
this.
away. Okay. Time to use fancy words. You all watched a Crenny walk away, correct?
We only saw him yell at you.
How in that time frame would we be able to kill, put his corpse into the back, and the corpse decay?
You hear someone shout, "They could have poisoned him! They used magic! Look at him! He's from hell!"
If we poisoned him, a lot more people would be dead because I was the one cooking food.
You see people like forcing themselves to throw up, like, "Ah, I don't want to die. Oh my god, am I gonna die? Is he poisonous? Is he poisoned everyone?" And is like spreading.
It's not poison.
How did you kill him then?
We didn't.
What color is your
We
skin
smelt-
right now? You have the benefit of nighttime, so it's not like super illuminated, but
It would be like a dark green for annoyance.
so Lehigh, you're hearing mumbling from, it's just like a grapevine of voices coming in of like there's been a murder, one of the wagon train, a Crenny has been murdered. The demon cook has done it. Like it's just spreading across the entire encampment really, really fast. Kithris, you're sort of in the middle of an awkward conversation, so you're not really able to hear any of that stuff happening. Give me a persuasion or some sort of skill to try to pacify this, because they're like raising up at this point.
19.
Oh, nice.
Persuasion.
So do you want to give me an explanation of how you're presenting your argument and yourself?
If I poison the food, myself, the entire crew, and all of you would be dead by now, because it does not take long for poison to kick in. If we murdered him, the smell of decay would not immediately begin. Decay kicks in a few days after death, not immediately.
Well,
Not to
I guess you might be right about that. Bring out the body, though. Let's make sure.
Gunnar, could you pull the body out?
Gross. I mean, at this point, it's not like squishy and, gross. It's just rigor mortis and stinky, really. It looks like it's been, like, eaten like partially eaten as you sort of take the furs back. Like something's been chewing on it.
I want to wild shape into a cat and head towards where I know this is going down.
Okay. You can usually perch up on one of the wagons, like right next to that one, just looking.
So I pull the body out. Sorry, I was on mute. I pull the body out. And then I show the face to everybody. And I go,
Gasps all around. There's people like, oh,
This-
there's a murderer! There's a murderer amongst us!
we were just talking to him no more than 15 minutes ago. He's around here. We need to find him.
What? Wait, where did he go? Does anyone know? And just chaos as everyone's like shouting around and randomly running different places, looking around this big encampment area. But you know, if someone wanted to get away, they could have easily gotten away right after having talked to you, between the time that you discovered something was wrong and everyone was paying attention.
I'm going to shout at everyone to stop and listen.
Not everyone's going to be paying attention, but some people will.
Actually, I have thaumaturgy, which one of the options that it provides is booming voice. Your voice booms
Right, it
up
just
to
makes you
3 times as
louder.
loud.
But what I'm saying is some people are caught up in the frenzy of searching and they're not going to be paying attention to anything anyone's saying to them. But some people will be hearing what you're saying.
We need to stay calm, keep level-headed, and keep a search out for any suspicious movements. Has anyone seen the 2 women from last night? Because they are the last 2 that were with him.
The last we saw of them, they were with you, pointing at Gunnar. You and your dead body here.
They were with me, but I gave them shelter. I also, because they were cold, and I gave them a blanket. It was this gentleman here that is now dead wanted to do something with these girls here that I was against, but he worked on his own to make this happen here. So if we're going to solve this puzzle here and put this together, we need to find this person here, because we were just talking to him no more than 30 minutes ago. Now, he may be gone, but somebody did something to the original body, and the other body is, who knows where it's at. I know it sounds crazy, but it's not me that harmed these girls. It wasn't our group that harmed these girls. I was hired to protect you guys at this point here. This man here made a decision on his own and acted on his own, and this was the results of it.
So, Lehi, you see one of the men that Kithris had actually gone and stayed in their wagon. And he sort of walks up with a cloak around him, just calling out, you know, if the dead guy was just talking to you guys, so he clearly wasn't the dead guy and shape changed, how do we know you're not the shape changed person? You were in that canvas tent for a while. And it was like, yeah. Yeah, how do we know you're who you say you are? How do we know anyone is who they say they are?
How could we have talked to the person that was supposedly a Krenny when all of us were talking to him?
All 3 of you went into that wagon. Any one of you, or 2 of you, could be someone else. And everyone's just like, yeah, absolutely. And your tent flap opens, Kithris, and they're like, hey, we've got some murderers. We got to find out what's going on. Come on.
Kithris is like, he looks up for a second and he's like, okay, because he's still trying to process everything that Craig's been explaining to him, and he has a lot of questions for Mom when he finds Lehi again.
Nah.
He's like, okay.
Is this what you meant when you said you loved wood on your back? I don't understand. So
why didn't you know? It's things like, why didn't you warn me? Is that what you and Uncle Frank were doing that one time? Those kind of questions.
Oh boy.
Meow. Meow, meow.
Meow. All right, so
Okay.
Garrick, you know that Gunnar, Elowyn, and Boros all went into there, and you didn't. And they came out with the dead body. You didn't see them talking to a Krenny, but you know a Krenny. The chance of one of these 3 if there is a shape changer, being one of those shape changers is possible. It's not out of the realm of possibility. You don't know where they would actually be if they're not them, but this is something that anyone that's not one of those three should consider. Because if a Crenny was talking to you right outside, and whoever that is, clearly shape changed into a Crenny, then clearly, how do we prove that one of you three isn't that person?
So could I therefore work out if they've been if he's had food, would we know where he went from that point? Could we track him at all from that point? So I'll look over to Boros. You were with him, weren't you? You got him the food. So do you know where he went after that?
He came out. He said he was starving. He grabbed some food and then he went back into behind the little caravan.
Right. Is there any way? Well, he'll go over there and start seeing if he could track in that direction.
All right.
Is
Give
there
me
any
a
way that
survival check? Do you have a lantern?
I've got
or a
survival.
torch or survival?
Yeah, I've
Oh,
got a hooded lantern. So.
Would he have advantage since it just stopped raining? The ground would be muddy.
That actually gives disadvantage due to the fact that there's tons of traffic around.
Yeah.
But on the opposite side of the caravan?
All
Since
over.
it's in a circle?
I mean, this is
that's
active
apt
camp.
because I got a natural one, so that's quite apt.
Wow.
There's nothing.
Yeah, you're like, this is not, and it's nighttime. This is not going to happen like tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, you realize that you could probably find tracks if you spent hours doing this. You don't know that these three are going to be surviving the night unless you figure out a way of proving that they are who they say they are. And the fact is you don't know them either.
No.
So Lehigh,
Okay.
you've been watching this whole thing as Garrick goes off to try to like search around looking for tracks, and he clearly is like not finding anything but tons of tracks.
I want to go into the wagon and look for clues.
Okay.
I'd like to go with. Can I roll perception
I'm
to
a
see
cat.
if there's?
You don't know me.
Oh, okay.
You can come. You can come. There's a cat going in the wagon. Just assume it's me.
I'm not sure she'd be paying attention to the cat when there's a mass of people accusing her of being a murderer and ready to string her up.
I would, but no.
I'd like to investigate to find something to help find the person to prove our innocence.
That individual that spoke up originally was like, I don't think any three of you should go anywhere out of our sights. We need to make sure you don't go anywhere to shift your bodies again. Now, if you really are who you say you are, then you should be willing to just concede to sit here until we figure this out. Because anything you're going to do to try to get out of our eyesight is just going to cast suspicion on you. Unless we just want to string them up to cut the losses, huh? Everyone's like,
Hey! So hearing that, Garrick will come round and go, listen, how do I know who you are?
I've seen you this entire caravan. I came from Karagoth. You must have seen me. I've watched you the whole time.
Well, you could have switched bodies, couldn't you?
So could have you when you just walked around that corner. I was standing here the whole
Exactly.
time.
You get my bloody point, don't you?
Yeah,
They're
I think we
shape
should get
changers.
these 4 people. They're the only ones that have left our sight since this murder was discovered.
Well, you've not been in my sight the whole time.
Right, but I'm not. I'm on this side with everyone else. We trust each other, right? Everyone's like, well, yeah.
You really trust him?
Like,
Yeah,
we don't
yeah.
really know any of you. I mean, how do we trust you? Like, you're the ones that discovered the body. Like, you could clearly be it, right? Like, let's just think about this. Let's calm down and think about this logically. Let's not murder
Listen, if I-
anyone.
If anyone had killed someone, they're not exactly going to point out the body, are they?
Unless they wanted to try to get away with it. Do you see what I'm saying, people? And they're like, yeah.
And somebody who's
yeah.
trying to string up all the guards for the caravan would be the somebody that wants to steal the caravan for themselves. And that would be you.
He's like, I have my own wagon to worry about. I'm just trying to make sure we're all
Profit's
safe.
profit. We all know that.
Maybe for someone the likes
Caravan.
of you, my friend. But I think you guys should all stay out here in the open while we watch you and we do the searching for the murderer. So while this is happening outside, Lehi is inside. What are you looking for?
Look for clues. Looking for.
You're getting all sorts of smells. I mean, of course, the dead body stench and stuff that was here. The blood smell, which is a little bit attractive as a cat.
Yeah, it is.
There's also like other sexual scents that are not as
Okay.
pleasant
Or-
that you're picking up on that no one else really could. Stains, as it were. I won't go any
Yeah.
further. And then
Are there any
ultimately,
clo-
you don't really see anything else. I mean, there's signs of someone feeding. There's signs of other things happening, but like there's no note or anything like that.
It was me, the killer.
Right. I confess.
Any weapon? Anything that could be used for bludgeoning, or he was bloody.
He was bloody. I mean, the body looked like it was chewed on.
Right. Do I smell any animal smells around? Like,
I mean, horse
animalistic
smells are
smell?
real strong everywhere.
Yeah, they are. I smell horse. Okay. Dang. Okay, well, I'm just gonna sit on the edge of the wagon and keep watching the humans be weird.
Okay. So Kithris, as you and Crag are brought around, you're like, I think I should have these two watch the three. No, I think the four of you, while the rest of us are off searching the premises for these changeling murderers.
Yeah, that's fine. We can watch them. And I kind of look over to Craig and we're like, yep, we'll keep them right here, and I'll try to make sure they're all together.
So you actually recognize Kithris, obviously. You guys.
So everybody just chill while we figure this out. Then I'm gonna just cast a quick message to Boros and be like, what the hell is happening? The short version, please.
Fake Cranny killed real Cranny. Fake Cranny left.
And they think you guys did it.
Yep.
Gotcha. Yeah, we're gonna,
Yeah,
and then
no.
back just to the general. He's like, "Yep, we got him. You guys go find the murderer people. We'll watch these two."
Crag is like,
And
all
we'll
right,
just
come
kinda
on,
keep
all
him-
of you. Get near the fire, stay warm, and where we can see you. Keep eyes on you.
Yeah, I'll kind of move everybody over to like wherever the fire is, and I was gonna say I don't really have anything else that's gonna be super helpful in this other than just kind of trying to keep the peace a little bit here.
Yeah. So they're organizing search parties in the dark. They have groups of 5 going out together in different directions, just searching around, trying to do anything they can to find anyone else who may have done this. And you guys are just sort of hoping they find something, because in the absence of any proof, they might think one of you is the changeling, and they're going to have to try to figure that out in the frontier
as we're all
justice
sat
style.
As we're all sat
Better not-
together, I'll send out my my owl,
Nice.
my familiar owl,
Who is
and
good at night.
get it to start circling around and looking for, I don't know, any sort of thing in the dark that's moved off, or
Yeah.
just anything that looks strange.
Give me a perception check from your owl. As it silently soars off into the night sky, using its
I'm not
incredible
sure what
sight.
they.
And then as
Yeah.
that's happening, Kithris is gonna ask, okay, so who killed the guy that didn't want to hire me and was a dick anyway?
We suspect it was the two that you slept with. Actually, I don't think you were
I
there
thought you
for that.
didn't say you never have sex before, Kithris.
I haven't, and if this is the end result, I don't want to.
This is not
Do they
normally
kill
how
you
it
after they're
ends.
done?
So the owl would have got a 21.
Oh my
Sorry.
gosh.
Yeah, it's +5, but it's
So it notices at this point, a mile out, it can see two figures running through tree bram, like from above and down through the canopy of trees. They're like running about a mile away at this point.
so I'll click back and say to the guys that where they are or where the two people have run off.
Is there a is
Like,
Kithris
wait a
hears
second, wait a
this-
second, wait a second. How
I'll
do you know that?
Oh, it sees it. Oh, well, it'll then fly straight back to me and tell me the direction.
The out? No. They're the
The
people
owl
are
is the
asking how
familiar.
your character knows that.
Yeah. Oh.
The
So what I was gonna
NPCs.
say is Garrick saying this like loud to everyone, or just kind of to the group of us that's right here?
I'll actually in that case, yeah, no, that's a good thought considering our situation. He'll message it to you.
Okay. And so as
your comment.
Kithris gets this, he's gonna look to one of these roaming patrols and be like, "Did anybody check that way?" and kind of try to point them in the direction that Garrick's telling me to see if they can pick up a trail.
People are starting to move back into the camp at this point, and they're like, I think Terry's group went out that way, but it's getting dark. I don't think it's really safe. We can go hunt them down in the morning. We can pick up their track a lot better in the morning, assuming it doesn't continue raining. Look, we're just going to have to keep a 24-hour guard on these four until we know for sure. We just can't trust that one of them isn't the murderer. And at this point, Gunnar, Elowyn, and Boros, you know you're not the murderers because you went in together, you came out together, so there's no suspicion there. Garrick, I don't know that you would have any suspicion after you saw the two figures running away, so you're pretty good with being confident. Kithris and Lehi, I mean, you're probably looking for behavioral cues that you know about these people to try to verify that they are who they say they are. And if you're not doing something overt, you know what I mean? To try to...
You could ask questions that
Yeah.
we would only know.
Well, I
I'm
think at
gonna
this point,
start-
I think Kithris and Lehi, like no one else, I think knows that we were all a group together. And in Kithris's mind, it's a bad idea for them to suddenly lump us in with you guys if they don't find what they want. So it's going to make things worse. So I think that's what Kithris is doing. He's just kind of watching for, little cues. Are they behaving normally? Are they doing what we expect them to normally do? And so Kithris would be looking for those extra kind of ticks, and then he would volunteer to continue watching them, wanting to be close in case something goes weird.
Give me a perception check. Both Lehi and Kithris.
Come on, dice, be kind.
All the while
Don't ask me
this is
for
going on, I'm just going to play a low melody on my lyre.
Oh, good. At least
The
Mom
guards
gets
go
stuff.
up and they're like, you put it away or I'm going to break it. I don't want you casting any of your changeling magic on us.
I'm not familiar with changelings, but I'm 100% certain that's not how that works.
It's your choice. Play it and lose it or not.
And when you eventually find out that I am not, you will be paying for it.
Kithris will hold his hand out to Boros, attempting to take the instrument, knowing that he doesn't want this to escalate, and hoping that Boros will trust him to take care of it. Come on, bud, just hand it over. I know it's going to be a long night, but let's just get through this.
Almost on cue, thunder cracks overhead, and it just begins to downpour. And it's already been raining the full day preceding this and the day before that. And now the downpour, you're pretty sure there's no way you're going to be able to do any tracking to find these people if it lets up in the morning. But you do know a direction, and this rain is brutal cold in the night. You're just absolutely miserable. Everyone in the entire encampment's miserable because they're all cold and wet and upset too. There's a dead body that's sitting in the mud and just getting rained on because no one wants to touch it. Like they're like, well, he He made his bed literally. Slept in it.
Could Kithris, like, in between, if there's a moment for it, could Kithris, like, try to investigate the bodies to figure out, like, because you said it looks like it's been chewed on and those kind of things, but, like, try to ascertain, like, how did this man die? Is there any clue that would kind of maybe exonerate his friends here?
Give me a perception check, investigation or something.
Holy shit, nat 20, 22.
Nice. So you actually notice there's some massive bruising on the back of his head. So something probably struck him from behind. It looks like his neck and the top of his shoulder here has been chewed on. It doesn't look like it's animal tears or anything like that.
Okay.
As freaky as it sounds, it looks like human bites.
Okay. Is there... So whoever the closest, like, NPC is, it seems like they're kind of, I don't know, in a position of power where, like, Kithris could relay some information to try to help out his friends. Is there
Your wagon
someone
guard is
that
there.
can talk to? The other wagon guard?
Yeah. The guy
Right.
who first accused them in the first place.
Okay.
He's sort of put himself in a position of authority here.
Okay. And so, like, in the interim, he's gonna, like, he'll be like, "Hey, boss, look at this. Like, you can see the back of his head. It looks like somebody hit him on the head. Somebody's biting his neck. None of these guys have any blood or anything weird on them." And then he'll look over at the group of the four of them and be like, "Before this guy was murdered, did anything, like, weird happen? When, I mean, looks like he's been dead for hours and hours at this point. Did anything happen earlier that would make you think that something untoward happened?"
They're looking over
He's like asking. He's asking Gunnar, Garrick, Boros, and Elowyn.
Well, he was having his fun with them, but maybe he wasn't actually having fun.
Yeah, and
All
I
right.
was a little suspicious of these two girls too. They didn't, to me, it didn't look like who they said they were. Even though how they
Okay,
were
so-
dressed. The guard
Where did
was
those women come from anyway?
on the side of the road.
Who did they
We
meet
just
first?
found him randomly on the side of the road. When did you first see him? You said you saw him first.
I
Big
did.
man there.
I did.
Where did they come from? When did they show up?
They didn't say where they came from. They were just walking as well, and they were in the rain. I gave them a blanket to keep them dry. I offered to allow them to continue walking on the side, and I would escort them as the caravan continued to progress forward. It was who was my boss who hired me that wanted to have or indicated that he wanted to do things with these women, thinking that they were prostitutes.
Okay, so it's not weird that we're in the middle of nowhere with no towns around and we find two women that just kind of show up. That's a red flag. When they got, so did they got into the wagon with him, then what happened? Did anything weird happen after they got in the wagon?
It's like, you really are a virgin, aren't you? What do you think
Dude,
happens?
shut up.
We heard
Some
something
giggling and
scream,
some
right?
screaming, and that was about the end of it. We went inside there, and that's when he came out again and looked like that we were disturbing him.
Yeah, we checked
while-
on them. We checked on them. I was worried about the girls, and they said that they were okay. So we
You saw both the girls.
Well, I thought they were both girls, but there was one being wrapped up in the fur blankets and two.
Would you
I
say
guess
it's
I
roughly the
didn't
size
stand
and
clear.
shape of that man on the ground who is dead, who is wrapped up in the fur blankets?
Yes.
Believe so.
So, okay,
In hindsight,
you found someone in there that looked like the guy, and then there was a big mound of blankets that appears to be the same size and shape, and if we're looking for a shape changer, maybe he wasn't having as much fun as he thought he was going to.
Yeah.
What do you think, boss man?
You're making a compelling argument. I'll tell you that. Next time you tell me to shut up, I'm going to take some of your scales. But
Did I
you had a
tell him
good
to shut up?
point. That was him that that was responding, and you're like, "Shut up."
Oh, I thought. Sorry. For some reason, I thought that was still Craig, who was
Oh,
razzing me
right.
for being a virgin. So that was who I thought I was talking to about that, because I didn't know this
I mean, in
other
any
man
case,
was aware.
he's believing you. He's like,
Okay. Well,
all right,
and I think
let's examine their bodies. Stand up, put your arms out to the sides. We need to see if there's any blood on you. This should be
Yeah,
pretty
I'll-
simple to figure out if there's blood on your hands, if it's under your nails, if you got it on your clothing. And they're sort of looking at
And
everyone
those
like,
look like bite marks. Show me your teeth.
bite into the body and let's see if the bite marks match.
Okay, sure.
Bugger off.
Well, just start with open your mouth. Let me see your teeth. Is there? I mean, if you've got fleshy bits
Everyone
that are
just
still
takes
hanging
a
in there, that you
bite.
haven't flossed out yet.
Normally, cannibalism is in times of duress, not trying to
Okay,
figure
you
out.
and I are gonna have a
if I like
really weird conversation later about what qualifies as duress. But I'm assuming, seeing as you were cooking, that's not the case. But yeah, so Kithris will help this guy kind of look everyone over, looking for blood marks.
They clearly don't have any blood marks on them. And so he sort of relents. He's like, you know what? You've done a really good job, Kithris. I'm really proud of you. And I think you're going to be a really good asset to our team. He's saying that in front of everyone who doesn't really understand what he's talking about. He looks at the rest of you. All right. Well, with everyone else's consent, you have the people like sort of huddled under their canvases, doing their best to stay warm and dry, leaning out of tents and stuff. They're like, yeah, I don't think they did it if there's no blood, right? Like, yeah. I mean, you could magically make it disappear, but I don't know. None of you look like wizards to me. All right. Well, I guess in the morning we'll get out there and we'll look for these two women, I guess. I sure would like to know who brought them into camp, though.
It sounds like they just showed up and kind of butted their way in.
I'm sort of leaning for the fact that Elowyn's the one that brought them into camp.
Oh, that's true. See, I wasn't there for that. The information. Kithris
Wait,
and
weren't
I
they
think
already
we
in
put
camp?
No.
So yeah, so
I'm
at
not
this
volunteering that.
Obviously.
Waddle, waddle.
And you tried to
It's
give them
in
over to
camp.
Boros.
You try to give them over to Lehigh.
Elowyn, you
You
were the-
try to give them to me,
Yeah. You a priestess
Elowyn
of
is the worst
Mishakal?
imp ever.
and then you
Worst
pass them
imp
over
ever.
to Gunnar.
Or a priestess
Effectively,
of
she's a
the
lawful good
night?
pimp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pimp of
She's a
Mishakal.
pimp. That's what Elowyn
Pimp
is.
master of the night.
I don't judge.
Well, every time that's going to be Elowyn's new music. Every
You
time
literally
character walks
should.
on
You're a
screen, like,
cleric. You're a priest.
Wow, chicka, wow, wow.
yeah. So yeah, if we're all gonna rest, I think the first thing in the morning, Kithris would suggest, if we're gonna go searching, is to head the direction that Garrick pitched.
Yeah. Everyone is sticking to themselves. No one is talking to anyone outside of their caravan. Everyone's sort of freaked out. There's a dead body, and it's literally laying in the mud in the rain. Are you guys going to leave it there?
No, I'll bury it.
I have a shovel, and I will give him a proper burial.
All right, you and Garrick go out and bury this poor man. Died doing what he loved. What more
Well,
could you ask
probably
for?
didn't even get there.
That's true. You probably
That's if he even got to that stage.
poor bastard.
Well,
All
if he was
right.
lucky enough to get hit in the back of the head, at least he thought he was gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, come morning, I think that's if the intent is still to like search out for these interlopers. I think that's the plan, is to try to lead a group,
Yeah.
maybe with Garrick. Not understanding how he has that information yet, but yeah.
Yeah. Then the night is long. The lightning, the thunder, it feels like it's right on top of you. The rain is just oppressive and just present. You have this really strange whistling sound in the wind that is keeping you awake and adding this edge of anxiety, almost like this single note of a violin being just pulled. It's just really getting on everyone's nerves, and I mean literally everyone in the entire caravan itself is on edge. No one slept very well, if at all. And everyone wakes up and you hear screams coming from the entire encampment. And if it's not like an overt female scream, it's a male like "ah" type scream. And like people are freaking out. As you guys wake up and like look around, you actually see fungus everywhere, like sprouted out of the ground everywhere. It's like inches high. And as you're staring at it, it seems to be getting bigger. Like you swear it's slowly getting bigger just in the time you're staring at it. But it's everywhere and no one wants to move because there's fungus literally covering the entire area in the encampment, and as far as your eyes can see, the entire area is covered. What do you guys do?
I am going to touch the fungus.
As soon as you
And-
touch
Gonna
it,
light a match.
you hear
I'm gonna
tiny
touch it and pick it up.
shrieks like "ah!" of pain sprout, and then instantly just this black spores burst out of it and sort of float in the wind. I need a Constitution saving
Don't
throw.
breathe it.
Is it poisonous?
I need a Constitution saving throw.
If it's poisonous, I'm resistant to poison.
It's not poisonous. I need a Constitution saving throw.
16.
You feel horrible, like you just killed this thing as it moaned in pain as you killed, like just touched it and killed it. You kind of feel bad a little bit.
But speak with
Emotions.
plants.
What are those?
Would any of us know what they are? Would we
Give
know?
me a nature check. If you're proficient in nature, give me a nature check.
No, I'm not proficient. So
I'm half proficient.
Even Lehigh, the druid? You're not?
Not proficient. I just have a +4.
Oh, man. All right. Does
You
anyone
can
have
just
a
let me
+5 in
know.
it? All right. Well, yeah, you guys don't know what it is. You've never encountered it before. There's no reason why you would know what it is. But it's horrible. And you see other people like, oh, what are you whining for? It's just mushrooms. And they step on it, and you just hear these, oh, moans of pain in different voices as these things are crushed. And it freaks people out. They just lose their mind. Like, stop moving! Everyone stop moving! We can't move on. There's like black smut. What if it's poison? What if it's a disease? We can't move anywhere. We're stuck here. We're all gonna die.
I cast Produce Flame on one of them and try to burn it.
You hear this screaming moan of pain as it burns away and black spores puff up in the air. Give me a Constitution
the
check.
smoke. I definitely didn't think that it would.
Excuse me.
Ugh.
Yeah, you just feel really bad. Like you killed these tiny little mushroom things. And as you guys have been sitting here watching this, they've gotten almost 6 feet high now. I'm sorry, not 6 feet, 6 inches high. That would be insane. 6 inches high at this point. They're just
like,
clearly
how far out
growing
do these go?
as far as your
Literally.
eyes can see. I mean, it's actively raining, and so you don't have like clear vision to the horizon or anything. And the cloud and the fog is sort of limiting your view to a few dozen yards beyond the encampment, but it looks like it's everywhere.
I'm
can-
going to cast Prestidigitation and clean one of the mushrooms or fungus, which for that one it says clean or soil. You instantly clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot. And I'm curious to see what happens.
Okay. Well, as it cleans off, you just notice that it's not as dirty, but it's still alive and it's not doing anything. Like it
Can
doesn't
I
like
see
moan in
Lehigh
pain.
from where I'm at?
I don't know, Lehigh, where are you?
Our camps are right near each other, right?
I mean, the entire
I have
place
gone
is,
outside.
a big circle and everyone's in this encamped area,
Oh, so
but
yeah.
people are like in their tents leaning out, not wanting to step on anything. They're on their wagons looking down. The horses are freaking out. They're doing everything they can to
Oh, yeah.
pacify the horses and not get them to moan, but every time a horse moves and steps, little black stuff shoots up in the air and they hear this moan of pain that's just unnerving for everyone to hear.
Okay,
And
I'm up on
there's
top
no
of the
clear
tent.
path out. We couldn't just sort of
Right.
shift either to the left or the right of the road. It's all over the road and as far as the eye can see, right?
Yeah. I mean it's actively raining and everything, but I mean no one has died. You know?
No, I'm gonna hop out and start clearing a path in front of the entire caravan. I'm
As
just
you hop
going to
out and
start
step on
clapping
them,
my
they start
hand.
moaning in pain. Give me another Constitution saving throw.
6.
You are overcome with feelings of grief and remorse, hearing thousands of tiny cries of pain and death, and you just can't bring yourself to hurt them anymore. Like you have to get off the ground because you feel horrible about doing what you're doing. It's just overcome. And the other people seeing you go down there and like, oh, I'll clear this. And you're just like, no, oh my gosh, I feel bad. Oh my gosh. Just no one else wants to go out and touch these either. What do you guys do?
Kithris is gonna start kind of like yelling out to the general population. Does anybody know what this is?
They look like mushrooms, you hear from across the camp.
Thank you, my eyes do work.
You
Are they a
asked!
special kind of mushroom?
I don't know.
Has anyone seen
Isn't there a
mushrooms that scream
druid?
before?
Does anyone know a ranger? Isn't there anyone who knows anything about nature?
I could. Can I roll nature, please?
you literally don't know what they are, though. I mean, it's nothing you've ever encountered before.
What
can
about
I
the
see...
woodworking elf, Miss High and Mighty?
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll ask my employer if she's seen this before.
I thought you were a druid.
Thanks. Cool.
I'm sorry,
Oh.
I've never encountered these before. They don't appear in Cornesty. There's certainly fungus of some sort, and they seem to be alive and show signs of pain. I'm not sure any of us can handle it if we're going to continue killing them. There
Well,
must
they
be some
weren't
other
here
way.
a little bit ago. Do we know they're gonna stay around? Mushrooms have a tendency to pop.
I
up
mean,
and down.
most of us have
in and out.
a specific time frame. We're supposed to be delivering goods for ships
Right? Well, okay.
in Hargoth. We can't just wait around for days.
Kithris is gonna point in the direction where Garrick would have bedded down and cast message, knowing that Garrick cast it back to him before. Like, Garrick, how did you know the direction those ladies went? That was a long ways away.
I asked my my owl. It's my familiar.
Cool. Ask your owl to go see how far this goes.
All right. So yeah, we'll send little Guistor off, and he'll have a little look. See how
Guistor?
far they extend. Yeah, that's his name.
Nice. So Guistor is flying. It's sort of dipping down closer to the ground than it would normally be due to all the fog and cloud cover and the immense rain, just to get a better view. And it looks like it spreads out pretty far, almost, a quarter mile from the center of camp out. So, it's not insurmountable if people would be willing to go through and deal with the cries of pain of these mushroom as we kill them, but even Boros was affected by it.
And is it are we like at the epicenter of it, or?
It doesn't look
Says
like
it's-
there's any sort of like central membrane or anything.
All right.
I'm curious. I'm gonna play a tune on my bagpipes.
Okay.
Yeah, that should scare them. That'll scare the little
No,
buggers.
because here's my thought process. If we cannot step on them, can't hurt them, what if we do the opposite? We won't know until we try.
You're going to
Garrick,
entertain them.
yeah. Garrick, do you report
Like a true
back
bard.
information
An
back?
audience is an audience.
Never know till you try.
You start playing a beautiful bagpipe tune, and aside from some people enjoying it and some people covering their ears, nothing really happens with the mushrooms. At
Does
this point,
Garrick
they're 6 inches. Oh, I'm sorry, they're a full foot high.
Okay.
Garrick, do you
Well-
report back what your owl found?
Yeah. I've said it goes out 1/4 mile, and
Where did you guys bury that body? I wonder if this is because of that.
well, there seems to be there's no
Yeah.
center to it. It's random. It looks random. That's all.
Kithris is
We're
going
gonna have to get
lean-
these things.
Yeah, Kithris is going to lean out of the wagon, and get his head as close to mouth close to one of these mushrooms, and he's like, "I see Mom do this kind of weird stuff, and she taught me some druid things," and he is going to just try to just talk in common to these mushrooms and be like, "Excuse me. If you guys could make a path, we'll get out of here, and you guys are gonna be fine."
That's awesome. Crag is like, "Are you insane? It's a mushroom.
Yeah, but Mom talks to mushrooms all the time.
I think
And
your mom
birds.
eats the mushrooms."
And a limb. No, she does that too. It's all of the things.
That explains it. You don't talk to mushrooms. They're not intelligent. They're stupid mushrooms. Look. And he squishes one, and a little puff of black smoke, and a little moan of pain comes out. He's like, "Ah! Ugh! Ah! That's gross." He sort of wipes it on your shoulder. Ugh.
Yeah.
Maybe you could go talk to it more.
So Kithris is gonna be like, just lean down again, and he's gonna attempt to just,
Listen, I know that you guys have a space here, and if we invaded it, we're sorry. But if you can make a path so that we can make all the wagons go away, then you can do your deal and be fine. Mushrooms.
Yeah, they don't answer at all.
While I'm on the caravan, can I throw a bell? It's an item in my inventory. Can I throw a bell at the mushrooms?
No, you don't want to hurt them. You don't want to hear the cry anymore. Like, you're affected by the cry of these mushrooms. Like, you don't want to cause them any pain at all. Like, that's why you just can't deal with the sound of it. You can't deal with the thought of it. Like, you have to stay away from hurting them. And as you see other people just getting fed up as the day's going on, like, "I'm hungry, I need to cook some food." They go out and they start stomping on them, and cries are just echoing in the air, sort of echoing within this encampment area, and they start freaking out. They're like, oh, never mind, I'm sorry. And they jump back in their tents and close the tent flaps. And you start thinking, if this is going to last forever, we're going to starve here. Like, we can't move anywhere. We can't do anything. But what are the actual effects? All it's doing is making you not want to harm them.
Kithris is going to send 2 messages, one to Lehi and one to Elowyn.
Do you have to see them to send that?
I think I have to be within range. It says it's 120 feet, and it just says I have to. It says you point towards a creature within range and whisper a message.
Yeah, if you can
And
point
Or
to
if
them, you have to see them.
Yeah, but you can, even if you know them, though, it says as well. If you know
Yeah.
them, you can just contact them.
It says you can
'Cause you
cast
can
a
do it
spell through called object if you are familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
I'm
so you
just
could
trying
do
to,
it through a
kind of
barrier.
cast it in the general direction that they're
Okay.
where kind of I know that everybody went back to. To
Lehi, he's gonna say, "Hey, Mom, do you want to say a prayer to Habbakuk and see if maybe he has some insight into this? I'm gonna tell Elowyn to do the same thing." And then he will cast a message to Elowyn, be like, "Hey, Elowyn,
Yeah.
I know you're down with Mishakal. Do you want to ask her? Was it Mishakal? Is her goddess? No, I can't remember now. We've been so long since we played.
Yeah.
Will you ask Mishakal if she can like help us out with the mushrooms?" Being the only two religious people here, he's like, well, if nothing else has worked, he's like, we'll pray about it and we'll see if God answers.
I'll get down and start praying.
Elowyn, you had a lie of omission yesterday, and you're not feeling a connection with Mishakal as strong as you normally do. There seems to be a little bit of distance. Lehi, as you call out to, is it Habbakuk or Brunchala?
Habbakuk,
Habbakuk.
what the hell's going on? What do we do here, my guy?
Bro!
My friend.
I like worship you and stuff. Hook it up. Yeah, you're
I
not
love
really
you.
getting anything back other than this is the way of nature. This is the way of life.
Okay. Can I cast? Oh no, I can't. Does anyone have detect magic? Are
You
these
can
magical?
throw fire and make berries, and that's it.
Are these magical? Has anyone checked if these are magic yet?
We have magic users in this caravan? Are they changelings?
No. Shut up. Not you.
That was perfect. Yeah, why not? So
Literally
Kithris
no
is
one has
gonna
been
get used-
hurt at all, just
Yeah.
to be clear.
Is how is there like canopy cover here at all? Like, are there trees above us that we could
No, you
get to,
do.
or
I
is
mean,
it-
you
is it
guys,
pretty cleared back?
this is a pretty open area. The tree line is off beyond the you would have never gotten all these wagons into the tree line at all.
I was trying to find a way to like go over it to get out.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So yeah, I
Tarzan.
was trying to be like, if I can climb up into the tree, like, can I like,
Right.
you know, Tarzan my way out of here? Kithris is going to use his once a day good berry and cast it, and he also puts his hand in his pocket and he pulls out 10 berries. How many guys are in my immediate little wagon here?
So there's 5 humans and Crag and yourself.
Okay, so I'll pass out the 5 humans. Does that fifth human include Ak, who's the driver leader
No,
guy?
he's sort of in his own tent, not on the wagon.
Okay, so I will give it to the 5 and to Crag, and then I'll eat one myself, and with the 3 remaining, I will
Like, what are we
if I
supposed to do with
squeeze out
this?
the good berry juice. Just eat it; you'll feel fine. It's a Kithris snack. They're great. Because it would
I'm not gonna
for the
eat your
people who are in my.
berries.
Okay, then you can be hungry all day. That's fine. Because it would give them enough nourishment for one day if they eat it. And then he's gonna
Is that
take
what
the
you tell
remaining
them?
3 and like. Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, you'll be full and you won't want to have to eat the rest of the day. It'll be great.
Oh, okay. Well, you made it sound like it was a dingleberry or something, but all right, let's.
No, that was just a nickname I had earlier in life. He's gonna take the remaining 3 berries and like squish them in his hand over the mushrooms to see if it does anything. He's just like Kithris is pulling at straws at this point.
No, I get it. I totally dig it. No, it doesn't do anything to him.
Okay, well, there'll be more berries tomorrow if we're still stuck here.
So as the time has
that's all
passed,
Kithris has
Boros,
got.
you feel like you aren't worried about them anymore? Like you were hyper scared about hurting them and hearing the screams again, but now that time has passed, you kind of feel okay. Back to your
I'm
normal
gonna throw
self.
a bell at the mushrooms.
Squishes it here. Oh! A moan of pain as black spores jump out into the air, and people are screaming, "Stop! I can't take it anymore! Stop!" Like freaking out. Because it sounds like little
I
babies
don't
dying, like little moans of pain every time anyone kills one. And
But
everyone
because
is
I
don't think
destroyed it
there's a
from a
way
distance,
around
it
it.
didn't affect me.
No.
I think
Oh,
we're
we got
gonna
our
have
answer.
to deal with this the
So
old-fashioned way.
Kithris is gonna start messaging in the directions he knows his other companions are, and be like, and everybody's gonna get the same essential message, which is nothing seems to happen except for the screams. Maybe we just have to convince everybody to move out and get past this.
I'm going to use thaumaturgy to make my voice louder, and I'm going to shout at everyone to cover their ears.
People seem to be, if you can see them, like doing their best to cover their ears. If you don't see them, you're hoping that they are.
I'm
I'm
going
gonna
to
cover my mouth
jump
with
out
the
of the
bandana and start stomping.
I'm going to
Sorry.
jump out of the caravan, but before I even land, while in midair, I'm going to use Thunderclap, which is a cantrip, not a spell. And each creature within a 5-foot emanation or originating from myself must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 thunder damage.
It'll just clear out a whole swath of them in that area of effect. And you just hear moans of pain and agony, and black clouds burst up. So I'm going to need you to give me another Constitution saving throw.
Even though I was
His
above
ears
them?
close.
Ears weren't seeming to affect this at all. Yeah.
Like, I jumped
It's
off
5
the
feet
caravan.
from you, right?
Yes.
So from you, 5 feet out, spores burst up into the air. So give me a Constitution saving throw.
13.
Nice. So you feel horrible, but you don't feel like you felt before.
Okay. And I'm just going to continuously cast Thunderclap
Give me
while
another
walking forward.
Constitution saving throw.
And I'm
Each
just going to
cast.
start clearing a path for
We're going to
everyone.
see how long it lasts.
If
21.
if it didn't go against my ethics, I would help you with Sacred Flame, but I don't think it would fit my ethics.
You know these aren't living. I mean, these are living entities as in they're fungus, but they're not like conscious things. You know, as dwarves, you would eat fungus, you would grow it
Oh,
to make
okay.
beer. Dwarven spirits is actually distilled from fungus. So you don't hold it in like a pristine regard like Hindu with cows or anything like that.
Okay, then I'll try Sacred Flame. I have
Okay.
a 60-foot range.
At your 60 feet, you see it just strike down. You hear these moans of pain, black dust sort of spores emanate, and everyone's just like, "Stop! I can't stand the sound. Please stop!" Like everyone's freaking out, but
Cover your ears!
you seem to be kind of okay with it. It's clearly the sound seems to be a secondary effect.
Okay, well as
Kithris knows
he's
his-
making
No Constitution saving throw?
as
For
Boros
you?
is making a path,
Yeah.
I'm going to continue
Garrick
clapping my
will shout
hands
to the
and
Hold
making
on,
a
Gabriel.
path.
Hold on. What's that, Garrick?
So as Boros is making a path, he'll shout to the other wagon drivers to start moving up and get everyone on and start moving up. They're clearing a path for us.
Okay. So Boros, for the third attempt, give me another Constitution saving throw. As long as you're doing this at a point blank range at 5 feet out from you, you're gonna have to save every time.
I'll keep doing it at 60 feet.
Okay. So
15.
And then
you're fine. You feel horrible
If-
about it,
if-
Boros, but you're still okay.
if Kithris can see this, he's gonna look at.
You're going to hear it
Crag
because it makes a noise 100 feet away.
Oh, so yeah, no. If I can see that it's kind of working, Kithris is gonna try to get out in front of the wagons and use his breath weapon in a 30-foot line just to like
From you
blaze a
out,
big trail.
give me a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm. 15.
Okay, you feel terrible, but you're all right. So you guys start to see as you're
going.
slowly doing this, people are like running over. They're hearing, oh, ah, oh, ah, ah, as they're like getting over their wagons, trying to get the horses over. And the horses are freaking out and they're doing whatever they can. Some people give up and run away. Other people go in and try to take. It takes the entire day almost for people to get their horses back on the train, actually like harnessed up and slowly start moving the path that you guys have been creating the whole day long. And you just keep doing it 60 feet out, but it takes the whole day and you are on edge. Even if you weren't affected directly, you feel like you have like almost shell shock from the moans and cries of pain of these little spores that were killed. And clearly there's some sort of like neurotoxin that's released every time one of these things is killed, which is why some people are affected more than others in any given moment if they're nearby it. But yeah, it takes you almost a full day lost and 2 buxom twins forgotten, seemingly, as the caravan gets moving.
Oh. Yeah, I think once we're out and on the road, like that's it. Once we're out of the mushrooms and out of the area, like I think that's the goal. Is everyone like, oh,
Okay, so that sucked, but let's get the hell farther north.
he's just gonna push for everybody to keep going.
Yeah. So Garrick, Gunnar, Boros, and Elowyn, the person who was paying you is dead. So who's riding that wagon? Who's taking over? Like he had a teamster and a wagon driver before you guys. So they're still there.
Gunnar was the sergeant at arms.
Yeah, he was
I know.
the
I'm
guard.
second in
Yeah, he
command,
was.
apparently for security. So now I'll go ahead and step in and just take lead at this point for that role.
Okay, so the driver's like, hey, when we get to Hargoth, we're splitting the proceeds, right? Like straight up, because we're all doing work. We're all doing this. I don't want any of you to claim it all.
Let's just get there and then we'll work this out.
Well, I'm not sure we should move anywhere unless we work this out now. Like, are you going to try to screw us out of this?
Not at all.
Okay.
I'm just more concerned about the folks there. So from
right.
whatever what was good for you, you'll get paid. All right. So no one's going to get cheated out here.
All right. Thank you very much. That makes me feel better. All right, let's go. Yeah. They sort of just slowly meander down the road. Again, just storming. That thunder clap that you were doing, Boros, it's being echoed in the sky above as these thunderstorms just continue to completely decimate this entire coastal range. And you guys are hundreds of, like 100 miles inside of the coastline, and you're still being hammered by this massive storm that just seems to be endless almost. The next day actually transpires with no real issues, surprisingly. You take your normal stops. You gather up around that night. The rains have actually stopped. The sun came out a little bit before it disappeared beyond the Vingard mountain range as it was setting. Actually, no, we're on the other side. The sun goes that way. As it was disappearing over the mountain range in northern Ergoth, the Sentinel Mountains. And ultimately, you guys are seemingly having like, this might be the turning tide in the entire caravan thus far. You know, it was horrible up until now. You've dealt with murder. You've dealt with weird fungus issues. You've dealt with incessant rain. If the sun is out, that's hope, even if it's only out for a little bit. And then the night comes through, and without the cloud cover, it's an especially cold night, but nothing really seems to happen. On the 5th day, everyone wakes up, and you guys hear this sort of whining and complaining from one of the caravan leaders, or one of the wagon leaders, about his horses not really responding as they should be. And does anyone go and investigate?
I'll go.
Check them
Yeah.
out too, since
as well.
Okay.
I'll go check.
As you guys go over there, you see there's this noble that is actively beating his horse, screaming at it. And the horse is just sort of like, looks like it's been beaten horribly. And it's like getting weak and dropping down a little bit. as he continues to beat it. Get up! You're supposed to be working for me! Does anyone have any horses worth a damn? And he sees you guys start walking toward you. He's like, hey, I don't suppose any of you have any horses you want to sell? My shitty little useless nags don't seem to be worth a damn. And as you guys are
Garrick.
looking, one of the horses has already collapsed in its harness, and it has signs of being just beaten.
Okay,
Yeah.
Garrick,
Yeah,
Animal.
like that.
his face,
Nope, that's not cool.
His-
That absolutely
his
not.
face will.
Sorry.
A
He's
beaten
being-
No,
as
you
in
go ahead.
animal abuse beaten, or like it's just too exhausted?
No, he was actively beating it, and it just collapses.
I turn into a horse
Yeah,
and I gallop at him. We need to roll initiative.
Yeah, Garrick literally just looks like he just wants to murder this man. Just walks straight up to him and is gonna lay him straight out.
Yeah.
He is
Okay.
not impressed.
You guys really
There's
like
a horse
horses.
in your way.
Now they could say that we murdered someone.
Wow, you're
Gunnar,
gonna murder this
you don't
guy.
beat it.
Not murder.
I'm horsing him up right now, that's for sure.
All right, let me do.
Dad.
Yeah.
It is that time. I do have to go.
Okay. Thank you for hanging out while you could. We're almost done here anyway. Can someone take control of his character by chance? And same with Kithris? Like Lehi, are you able to run
I'll-
two characters?
I'll take Kithris.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gunnar, could you run Boros?
Yeah, I can.
Thanks. All right, so we're gonna pretend
me
that
get
you guys
access.
see horses. When you move, just try to stay within a square is all. I'm not really know where you guys want to go, but in any case, I'm just gonna add everyone here to initiative. So go ahead and roll initiative.
How do I get access to his character?
You should be able to just look in the campaign list, and it should show the character there.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if we
18
have to
for
do full initiative on this since this is just one dude.
17 for Gunnar.
Jeez, nice. It
Oh,
seems to
that's,
auto update on your list here. So, has
Okay,
everyone
got
else
it.
rolled it? What did you get for
Kithris got a
Kithris?
20.
At 20.
Boros should be in there too.
What did Boros get?
Check the log.
Oh, here.
I rolled an 18,
Okay, thank you.
and Gunnar was a 17.
I see that. I see
You got
Lehi
it.
is 15. Garrick, I have a 6.
Okay.
And Elowyn, I have a 5.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to hit start combat. So Kithris is up first. He sees Lehi start to change into a horse. What does he do?
Yeah. He is just gonna step back and watch his mom kick some butt. He also wants to maintain that he might not be associated with the murders. Possible murders.
Okay, that's fair. Go ahead and move him back wherever he wants to go. Next up is the
He's just gonna be
noble
like, wow.
at initiative of 19. And he's like looking. He's like, yeah, I'd like another horse. If you guys have an extra one, I'd really appreciate it. I'm gonna have to kill this one. He walks over and just bashes it with his massive club, and he just keeps hitting it. Boros, you're up. So Gunnar, what do you have Boros do?
Good question. I've been thinking about that. So this is just someone that's been with on the caravan, right?
Yeah.
And he's just being a jerk to animals.
Yeah,
And
his horse doesn't seem to be responding. as he
Lehi
wants.
doesn't like it, which I understand that. Yeah, I think Boros is gonna negotiate, not necessarily negotiate, but why is he beating animals for?
He doesn't
So he's slowly. I'm moving your map for Pete's sake. I should be moving my character. Let me go to this one here. Just gonna walk up to him. What seems to be the problem? Why you need to beat these animals here?
Well, they're not responding, of course.
So if I beat you and hit you in the mouth, are you gonna
What?
respond?
I never. I'm only looking for another beast of burden, one that would respond properly.
They're not beasts.
It's an
You treat-
animal. We are thinking beings.
I think you got it wrong. These are living, breathing creatures, and we need to treat them with respect. If we don't treat them with respect, then it doesn't really work out from how you think how it should work. I think you should stop hitting these animals. Let us tend to them. I know how to handle animals as well as horses as well. So if you allow me to do my job, I can take care of it from here.
Okay, so that's gonna be Boros' turn. He doesn't. He's not gonna have time to respond to everything in that time
Okay.
for the initiative. But Gunnar, you're up.
Gunnar walks up. Is there a problem? Why are you hitting my friends?
My horse is not your friend, wild barbarian. If you have a horse to sell me, I will pay top dollar. Top steel, not dollar.
Gunnar just really wants to pick this guy up and toss him in the mud, where he belongs. I kind of want to take him and put his face in the horse's ass.
Oh.
I think we could probably manage that one real quick. He tells him, he says, you need to stop hitting these animals here, or you're going to find your face in the rear end of the horse. Make a choice.
What? What is all this? This is my beast of burden that I paid for. If it was yours, I could see why you care.
I think that those terms changed when you started hitting them. Clearly, you're a lot more intelligent and more. You can think these things out a lot better than from what an animal can. But when you start raising your hand and you beat him like you did this one here, that's where I have to come in and have to stop.
Okay, so that's going to be that round. Lehigh, you're up next. You transition
Awesome.
into
All
a
right,
horsey.
I'm a horse, and I'm gonna come out long over here, and then just
You're going
run
to try
at
to
him
run him over.
and use. Yeah, I'm gonna use my hoof attack.
Oh my gosh.
Trample the noble.
Roll to hit.
Nope, I got a 1. I slipped and fell.
Oh wow. You slipped.
I'm
Well, actually, the
lucky.
other
I
horse
can
that was like
re-roll.
laying around there, like sort of whimpering and like kicking its legs out in pain, sort of like distracted you, and you almost sort of tripped up a little bit. All right,
I'm
Garrick.
lucky. I can re-roll 1s though.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. There we go.
18.
18.
So you almost trip up and you just trample and like hit this guy. What's the damage?
Oh, where's the game log? It's shoot. Where's the game log?
Did it roll damage already?
Yeah, it did it all at once, and it's all 4 because I got a running start.
I'm not showing anything about the 2
8,
hit.
12.
8?
To hit is 18.
Right.
8, and then since I was running, another 4.
12. So you murder this man by trampling him to death.
Facts. Cool.
All right. So
You really done it now.
Are there witnesses?
yeah,
I'm a whole.
all of you. What do you mean? You just trampled someone who was not fighting anyone to death without
fighting the
He
horses.
was
anything.
killing a horse. I'm a druid. We
He
don't
wasn't
mess
killing
with
it,
the
he was
animals
beating
in
it.
front of me.
He
Now you've
seems
gone.
like it was
Beating
close.
to death.
Right?
He bashed it.
Right.
That-
So he's worth
that is a
murdering?
felony.
You don't see the
Yes.
you don't see the connection here that you're doing
Absolutely.
worse than what he was doing?
I
Yeah, I
wouldn't
don't care. He's
condone
beating-
murder.
The
That's
power
why
of
you're no
balance-
longer lawful good. That's why you're going to be
No, I said I don't condone murder.
No,
Not you, Elowyn.
Oh, okay.
the animal god is going to be on my side. When I walk into the gates of heaven, they will be wide open for me.
All right.
You need to die for that to happen,
Let's hope it's not horses that do it. They trample you
Lauren.
like they trampled
Wish
that
you
guy.
didn't.
All right. Well, I mean, this was clearly amid the entirety of the encampment. I mean, this is, one of the caravan goers. We're going to have to deal with the fallout of this next time. As clearly someone murdered this, and it was one of
His
you.
face to the horse's butt was a lot more least intense than trampling.
Yeah.
You ran him
We don't
over.
hurt animals around me. We don't.
All right. Well, thank you all so
and
much for
Gunnar.
tuning into the episode. We really appreciate your time and attention. That wraps up session 13 of our Dungeons & Dragons 2024 Tyranny of Dragons live play. Huge thanks to the players for making it a great session. And so all of you watching, what do you think of the adventure thus far? Would you have murdered him for beating a horse? Drop a comment below or email me at info@dealsaga.com. I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss what's next. And if you appreciate all the products I produce, I started a Patreon. You can find the link in the description below. This channel is all about celebrating the wonderful world of Dragonlance, and I hope you'll join me in that celebration. Thank you for watching. This has been Adam with DragonLance Saga, and for everyone here, until next time, Slanjavar.
We'll run you over later.